Okay. Oh my god. I'm going crazy. Okay. Alright. Alright. We're done with technical difficulties, and I'll never have to deal with them again. How do I do the clueless face? Is that close? Is that close at all? I have no fucking deal. Okay! Let's do all this shit again. Sorry, for anybody that is not aware, there was a previous one of this that I tried to do, and then I noticed that all of my footage that I've been recording for the past a couple months has been very, very low quality. So yeah, that was a fun thing to find out today. So, yeah, as I was saying, I'm turning my game audio off for this stream because you would go insane if you just heard various Splatoon 3 songs, but they sound like they're being played in the distance in a mall. Or just this forever. So I'm just gonna play a playlist of Splatoon. You know, very simple. Will it be called Splatoon 4 Switch 2? God, that's funny. That was such a last year thing. Yeah, setting my de-interlacing on, which somehow makes all my footage lower quality. Yeah, that's so last year. That's so last year. But yeah, thankfully all my, like, 3DS footage is fine, but... Whew. Anyways. So now what we're doing... is we're just gonna get into it. I'm gonna brief disclaimer here. Splatoon 4 is a thing? No, but this is my ideas and hopes for what Splatoon 4 is and will be and should be. So, I will preface this by saying, not all these ideas are original. Not all these ideas are even new, which those aren't synonyms as much as it seems. Was it announced? No. So here's the thing. I'm not great at coming up with many original ideas. However, I am good at looking at something and going, oh, there's a little bit something wrong with this, and trying to fix it. And here's the thing. Jack Hobson. Splatoon 4 needs to come out for the NX1. So true. Alright. So, the most important thing in any Splatoon game, and this is why Splatoon 3 is better than 2, and why it's better than 1. Even though 1 is still kind of fun in its own right. The most important thing, or second most important thing, I honestly can't decide which, in Splatoon, is the special design. Now the thing is, there's a fucking lot of these in the game right now. There are professional revisionists, exactly. There are 19 specials in the game right now. That's a lot. That's a lot, and it makes it so that each special only has, like, a couple weapons each. I mean, like, you're seeing this. The most is Wavebreaker, and that's only on technicality because of the difference between E-liter and E-liter scope. Otherwise, it's still 8, just like most others. Like most of the... Yeah, see, look at this. Another scope, unscope difference. Yeah, all of them are sub-8 weapons, which is insane. Also, third kits aren't in this game, which is what fucking sucks about it, but that's a topic for a different time. Is that game running in 59 FPS? So true. So true, YOLO. So, first of all, there are 19 specials. That's too many. We're going to try and trim it down a little. And to start, we're going to remove... I mean, this is... Everyone saw this coming. Everyone saw this coming. 10 of Missiles is maybe the worst special the series has ever seen. It's... No, it just is. It just is. Here's the thing about it. It sucks. So, the thing about 10 of Missiles is, it is extremely easy to lock onto all 4 players on the enemy team, and the only counterplay to missiles is move. So you move. That's bad. So here's the thing. A good displacement special should have some kind of counterplay that is not just move. So here's the thing. Let me farm Chump really quick. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. This is a great example of a displacement special. Let's look at this real quick, and boom. I forgot to turn on the goddamn machine. The thing about Chump is that... Really? I can't turn it on until my special is finished. Okay. I never knew that. That's very weird. So, let me just, real quick. Alright. Let's try that again. Alright. So, Super Chump. Instead of just move, you can also just fucking break them. This is a really good... It's so simple. It's so simple. Yet 10 of Missiles somehow... They just didn't think to add counterplay to it. The counterplay is move, and that's it. The reason that's unhealthy is because what matches end up becoming are just whoever gets more missiles kind of just wins. At least in Splatoon 2. Not in this game. In this game, they are kind of bad balance-wise, which is good. I want to clarify that it is a good thing that they are bad balance-wise. However, they still are not fun to fight. They aren't fun to use because you just do this. Going in with them can be kind of fun, but also, like, no, not really, because, like, it's the exact same principle as going in with, like, Super Chumps, except Super Chumps are a lot more fun because you can use them to shield. You can use them as shield. They themselves provide a lot of paint before they explode, which is a really cool thing. No, 10 of Missiles, you get none of that. It is maybe the worst design special. I keep saying maybe, as if it's not just a clear winner. This is the worst design special in the series. No, actually, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. I remembered. I'm not gonna say what it is yet, because, I'm not gonna say what number 1 is, because, we'll get there when we get there, but, yeah, this is by far one of the worst specials, design-wise. It is extremely unhealthy for the game. And another big problem with it, its global range, it doesn't matter how fucking far away you are, they just go. They just go. You can fucking jump to spawn, use missiles, target all 4 of them. It's not fun. It's not fun. And the thing about it, displacement specials like these, in theory, wouldn't be horrible on good maps. However, these enable bad map design to not feel as bad, because, oh man, I can't displace the enemy team because the map is fucking horrible, and there's no flanks, and the only way in is a one-way drop that I will instantly die from. Well, don't worry, just farm this fucking special for a minute. And then now, look, see? You can move in now. Just move in now. Everybody's forced to move. Go ahead and move in. Go ahead. Stupid. It is stupid. It actively makes the maps worse. This special, I mean. This special actively makes the maps worse. It's very, very, very fucking bad. Very bad for the game. I hate missiles. Speaking of me hating missiles, though, where is it? Alright, so fun fact, the competitive scene has started to realize, though I mean, I say that as if, like, it hasn't been known for a year, but, Killer Whale 5.1 is kinda just missiles too. I mean, like, what's your counterplay? You dodge it, right? You dodge it. You can't break it. You don't get as many missiles. There are 10 missiles. There are minimum 10 missiles and 10 of missiles. There are only 3 beams of Killer Whale. And it's also a lot weaker displacement because you can just kind of move a little bit. But it's still just missiles too. Like, you pop it, there's a radius. Anybody in that radius, or in that little circle on your screen, is going to get targeted by the thingy. It is that simple. It's just missiles too. I don't know how we fell into this pitfall of just, oh, don't worry guys, it's not like missiles, and then it's exactly like missiles. Thankfully this is not as bad, because you cannot target all 4 members of the opposing team. Only 3 of them, don't worry. And if you want to, like, actually do good damage to one of them, then yeah, you do have to waste all your beams on one. But it's still global range, it's still unhealthy for the game, it still hinders map design. It's just missiles too. It is just missiles too. It's so bad. Hey, why is this not a video? Because I want to stream it. How's that not a thing? How's what not a thing? Sprays? Yeah, true. All my opinions on the stream are uninformed. The last Nintendo I owned was a GameCube. Damn. Add double A cards to Splatoon 4. No. I was thinking about saying the actual #1 were special. What do you? Well, I'm curious what you think it is. Anti-air gun. Alternate between kill and key elements. The Splatoon competitive scene? How the fuck does that work? What do you mean? What do you mean? How does that work? Huh? Killer Whale charge faster? Slight. On average, yes. On average, yes. So yeah. All right. So those are maybe the 2 worst, my 2 personal least favorite specials in this game. I don't think they're the objective worst. We'll get there. But, those are the 2 out of the way that I really fucking don't like. Next, we will also be removing Inkstorm. Now, Inkstorm doesn't really do anything wrong, per se. It's just, like, there's not really a reason for it to be in the game. Like, you just pop it, and there's a thing now. It paints a little bit. It's a displacement special that, again, has next to no counterplay. I mean, granted, this is, again, not as bad as missiles, because this is very slow damage. But it's still just, like, it's not really fun to fight in, or fight against. Like, and there's nothing cool about it either. Like, it's almost cool with the new healing buff. I say new as if it's like actually new. It's been in the game for months now. But they added a healing property to Inkstorm where it helps heal you. Like it heals you like on in squid form. It heals you as much as squid form does, right? And, like, that's almost cool, but it's still not, though, because, like, at the end of the day, it's just like, oh, you maybe go in it now. It's not a problem. Where's the Z? What do you mean it's right up my alley? How? What's your favorite special? We'll get there. So yeah, Inkstorm is just like, it just feels like filler, honestly. There's no weapon that really loves Inkstorm. I said trust me, I can't just do that. Like, the only weapon that actually really likes Inkstorm is Explosher, and even then, it's not great with it. Because, like, Explosher, it refills its ink tank, blah, blah, blah. Any special with half a brain does that. And it makes the direct a lot better, because the direct does 90, and if you're in the Inkstorm for even a little bit, it does 10. You get it? So, but even then, this would appreciate something a lot better. It's just a filler special, Inkstorm, overall. So, we're going to be removing it on the grounds of there are a lot of specials in this game. No more bloat, please. Alright. The last displacement special that we're going to talk about, or last main focus, like, displacement is its main thing. The last one we're going to be removing is... Okay, whoops. Is Triple Ink Strike. Okay, so this is Booyah Bomb, but a lot less in-depth. So, Booyah Bomb is great because there's a lot of depth to it, right? There's a ton of depth to it, even. Like when you pop it, because you remain completely stationary, you do have HP. Booyahing for your Booyah Bomb gives away your position, so it's like a strategic choice, but it gives you your special if you do, so it's helpful. It's really solidly designed. This thing, you just pop it, throw them, and boom, you're done. That's it. So, the problem, I mean, there's a lot of them, but first of all is the damage. Let me just farm one real quick, because this is absurd. Like, let's get this on the very edge of its radius. Look at that, 150. Very edge of its radius, 150. And by the way, he was in this for like a few frames. That's it. So, the thing is, in competitive, if you go into a Tri-Strike, you are dead. Like, just instantly. Like, it's fucking, like, 10 frames or something. It's absurd. It is touch of death. It is ridiculous. Next thing that's really, really bad about Tri-Strike is that it paints way too much. There's 1, 2, and 3. And you can't really paint over them. But the thing about Booyah Bomb is that it explodes very slowly. So if you have a weapon that's like near-ish to the Booyah Bomb, it's exploding, you can kind of shoot into it and kind of negate some of its paint, you know? Like, it's still, a good thing, because, like, let's say fucking all 4 people on the other team are painting the Booyah Bomb, and all 4 people on your team are, then obviously the Booyah Bomb still provides an advantage. But, like, it's not completely just, hey, this is free zone cap. This fucking special is. It is literally just, hey, you want to cap zone? There you go. And the thing is, these you don't even need to stagger them. Like, that's one thing that might seem like a weakness to you, is that they're staggered. So, like, you can paint over one as it ends, paint over the next as it ends. But the thing is, no, it's just not true. I did it horribly right there. I did it horribly. There's a way to do it that's a lot better than what I just did. It's very, very stupid, and I hate it a lot. So, yeah, why does it do that? Why does it do that? And then the last one, the last major problem, sorry, no, the second to last, my bad, is the fact that you get fucking 3 of them. You get 3 of them. It's Touch of Death, it's a bunch of paint, you get 3 of them for some reason, it's extremely quick to use. It's very, very, very dumb. It's very dumb. Not well designed at all. It's almost well designed, but it's, well, okay. It is well designed enough. However, it's just tuned completely fucked. It's very, very, very poorly tuned. And the best thing about it is the fact that it's not global range. I mean, like, it might as well be, but, it's not global range. Which is, very important. So, yeah, we're removing that. In case you were wondering, the last problem is the fact that, this weapon exists, Neo Splash, First of all, I hate the kit just design-wise. I don't like it. And 2, this thing is like maybe the easiest special to cycle in the entire game. Do this, boom, boom, boom. And look at that, I threw a suction bomb, that bomb painted from my next one. Look at this, I get special, only half of my ink tank has been used. And then you just pop it again, boom, 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 and then you see the problem now? You see the problem now? You see the problem. I hope you understand the problem. Very, very bad. Just bad. Just bad. That's the last major displacement special that I'm gonna actually just straight up remove. Are fluorescents still there? Yes. Yes, they are. Vortua fire in... What? I don't understand. Is Vortua a D's nuts joke that I'm not aware of? Like, is that the thing? Dun, 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 dun. Alright, hold on. I have some Discord things to... Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay. So, next up, we're going to be removing... Where is it? This piece of shit. So, in order to properly exemplify why this special is a piece of shit, we're going to need to go into Recon, which thankfully is something you can actually do in this game. It's like a real thing. Alright, we're just gonna make our way over to Recon here. What's the one I'm thinking of? There it is. So, here's the problem with this special. There is no world where this is tuned properly, fun to use, and fun to fight. It literally cannot be all three. This special. It literally cannot. And the reason why I think this is because it never has been. Back when it was a low tier, it was not fun to use. At all. It was very, 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 very undertuned. Not overtuned. Wrong one. But the problem is that they buffed all of the wrong aspects of it. And now, I am fully invincible, boom, 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 and I cap zone. Now, it doesn't quite look like I cap zone. However, literally any amount of paint will cap this. And the thing is, this isn't even as bad as it gets. That paint radius is buffed by special power-up for some fucking reason. So, if you run special power-up, that is literally just a free zone cap. It is prime peak zone cheese material. It's not fun in the slightest. Because all you do is just... Once you do this, you're in the golden. You're in. You literally guarantee the zone cap. Because, not during the startup, but during the travel time, during the explosion, during the everything, you are fully invincible for some reason. Which is great. For some... I don't know why. But they just allowed you to say, hey, fuck you, boom, guaranteed paint now. Also guaranteed giant explosion. Not fun. Not fun to fight. Especially in zones. During, like, Clam Blitz or whatever, yeah, maybe it's a little better. But fun fact, this special is still not fun to use. And you want to know why? Well, okay, at low level, yeah, of course. Very fun, whatever. However, The second you get to, like, mid-level play, this special has a lot of end lag. And it doesn't destroy bombs. So what this means is, oh, I see where the Reef Slider's gonna go, I throw a bomb, and then it dies. It literally just fucking dies. It is that simple. So, while Splashdown in Splatoon 2 was a lot more of a press right stick to die special, this is still a press right stick to die special. And it's not fun to use, it's not fun to fight, and it's tuned horribly. And you can't fix most of the problems without just straight up making a different special. So yeah, we're removing that one. Because there is no world where it's tuned properly, fun to use, fun to fight. It can never have all three. Next special, second to last, we will be removing is Triple Splashdown. Now listen, this isn't as bad as Splatoon 2, but it's still pretty bad. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Splashdown. The Splashdown or Triple Splashdown. Either. No matter what, Splashdown is designed as a close-range special, right? It's close range, I'm gonna go up here, I'm gonna pop this, whatever, blah blah blah. But the problem begins with the startup. Let me get in here. Here we go. Alright, finally. So now, I'm gonna take a video of this. Alright. So now let's analyze this. Let's analyze this. Alright. I love how low quality the Switch's video feature is. So here's the thing. You're completely vulnerable during all this. So, this is still a press right stick to die special. Now, in Splatoon 2, this was literally just press right stick die, that's it. It is that simple. This puts you high up as hell in the air, you're completely immobile, you're vulnerable for like a full second. Any charger with half a brain is going to be able to hit you right now, and just completely kill you. In fact, most weapons are going to be able to just fucking kill you right now. As long as they have the reflex to aim up, which if you're at any semblance of good, you will. So, what they did to prevent this is by making these two extra fists go off. And the thing is, here's the problem. You still die. You're still dying. Unless they choose to not, which they will never do. They're going to choose to shoot you and then run out of the way of those two fists. It's just that these two fists add a bit of displacement after you die. It is not a fun special to use. I've never had fun with it, personally. It's not really that fun to fight, either, because you just aim up and then kill it. I mean, it feels good. I'll give it that. It feels good to just fucking dick on people with it. But, like, a special that is just prime, oh, hey, I'm gonna fucking die using this, probably. No, that's a bad idea. That's a bad special. Don't like it at all. Don't like it at all. Very not fun. And again, there is no world where it's tuned properly, fun to use, fun to fight. There's just no way to do it. I literally just don't think I think it's impossible. And now, finally, what is my pick for the worst special in the game. You ready for this? Not worst, as in balance-wise. Worst as in design-wise. You ready? Splatter Color Screen is one of the worst special... I genuinely thought that we were past this. How bad this special design is. I thought we were past it. We are not. Here's the thing. So, first of all, this is a special designed to, like, kind of block, not block fully, but to give the advantage to short-range players, right? And fuck long-range people, right? So, you know, there's a big-ass wall, right? And like, oh man, my charger, I can't see through the screen, because duh, right? So that's its whole goal, is like, hey, there's a smoke screen right now, you're fucked, you know? Like, that, it's disadvantage to long range, which is a good thing. It's not explicit displacement either, which is what I admire about it, right? That's what I admire the attempt. However, you see how this is my screen, and I can't see through it? Yeah, you can't see through your own screen unless you are right on top of it. Which, in theory, is okay design, right? Because, like, oh, if you wanna fight with it effectively, you have to be right here. But the thing is, for some fucking reason, they just decided to put a couple holes in it. So if you have to be in a very specific range, where a charger can probably just fucking kill you, because this doesn't block shots. It doesn't block shots at all, no. It just hinders vision, that's it. So if they see you through one of those holes at all, you're probably still dead. It does its job very, very poorly, especially because, like, that's not what it's supposed to be. That's not what it's supposed to be. It is supposed to help your team, right? Whereas this is like, if you want to use it properly, you have to get near it. Which is not what it wants to do. That's not what something like this wants to do at all. So it does its job very, very poorly. Second, if you look right here, it slowly moves forward, It slowly moves forward and does 40 damage. It also takes up space forever. That's forever. That's a long-ass time. And it takes up a lot of space. Let's look at this again real quick. Let me farm this again. Not very hard to do, by the way. This is giant. This is the entirety of mid on most maps. And it takes up the entirety of it for no reason. It takes up it takes up the entirety of mid for 8 bajillion seconds. It sucks. It sucks. It's very, very stupid. And the thing is, this special is also not fun! It's not fun to fight. It's not fun to fight because it lasts forever. And it's not fun to play with because you can't fucking see through it, right? You just fucking can't at all, unless you're right here, in which case you're restricted to a very, very tiny range of motion. It's not fun. It's not a fun special to fight with, not a fun special to fight against. It's also not fun to use. This is a thing I didn't bring up with Inkstorm, but I honestly kind of should have. The thing is, you just throw it. That's it. That's it. That's the entire depth of the special. When and where you use it does not matter anywhere near as much, because it lasts forever and travels forward. It, like, let's see, it went from, like, here to here-ish. That's a giant area. Again, it takes up way too much space, it does a lot of damage. But here's the bad thing. Here's the thing that is maybe the worst. This next reason is why this is my least favorite special in the game. Now, unfortunately, I can't show it. Because I need to be able to get hit by it. But the thing is, when you get hit by screen, not only do you take 40 damage, but you get this status effect applied to you. You see the kind of like black and white bubbles around this guy, right? So what this means is, he is currently seeing... Let me, hold on, give me 1 second. Let me add a filter so that you can just kind of understand what I'm getting at here. Let's see, color correction, and then we just wrong one. Boom. This is basically what they see when they get hit by this. They see it for a while. Now, the problem is that this creates a lot of issues for people that have any kind of sensory issues. Like, this is horrible against people with sensory issues because it's very bright. They had to darken it in a patch, by the way. Before, it was straight up like people could not focus at all. And like taking the color out of Splatoon, on the one hand, sure, it's kind of neat, but also don't do that. Come on, that's not fun. That's not fun. I don't like that. The whole thing about Splatoon is like it's colorful. And I think it's very antithetical to the game. And I mean, obviously that's the point of it, right? But at what cost? Because the thing is, it's still bad for sensory issues. It is still very, very bad. So what this ends up being is, if there's any player that's playing the game, and they're going against this special, they basically just have to quit out the match. Like, otherwise, they will face, like, legitimate physical pain from the sensory issues that this causes. The visual and audio is from like, when this came out, I want to reiterate this. It's technically gotten better, but it is still horrible. And the reason that this is so fucking bad is because it literally needs to be banned most of the time, because, like, there's one player with the sensory issues. Boom. Fuck you. It is horrible. It is horrible that this is the thing that the special is. It's fucking terrible. And the thing about this is that if you ban this special, then all you're doing is forcing people off their mains. Because there are people that main weapons with this special. And you're forcing those people off their mains, which is then gonna further provide a bunch of disadvantages against those people. Because, you know, I main fucking Mewtwo. If I'm forced to switch off Mewtwo, I'm A, gonna have less fun, and B, I'm gonna do a lot worse. It creates a very significant divide in the player base, because, you know, if you have sensory issues, you just can't. You can't use this, you can't fight against the special. And if you don't, then you're fine with it. It's so dumb. It's very, very, very dumb, and I hate it. Maybe the worst, actually no, maybe it is my personal least favorite. It might be my personal least favorite. Invincibility on Reef Slider also removes all counterplay. Exactly, yeah, exactly. What if it roadkilled? It does roadkill. It does roadkill. Is its own cap if you... Yes. I still want to play online Splat 3, but I haven't got it. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's at the famous 52-gallon deco. Real. It's balanced so both teams don't have a good time. Exactly. Yeah, kinda, pretty much. Wheelchair Inklings. That's crazy. Just looked it up in Christ, man. It's real bad. It is very, very fucking bad. Imagine how chaotic Splatoon 4 would be if they added disabilities. Damn. I'm back. Welcome back. I thankfully don't have those issues, but some of those are bright. Yeah, no, it's real bad. I think it literally caused seizures in a couple people. So yeah, obviously we're gonna remove that. And of course, every other special in this game must be perfectly fine, right? No, not at all. I can't even pretend that that's the case. So, we're also gonna be reworking basically every special in this game. Because, like, fuck that. Fuck this. Now, listen. I love Big Bazooka as much as the next guy. But what the fuck is this weapon's hitbox and startup? So let's look at this. Boom. Instantly firing. It's like frame 30-ish? Which isn't horrible. But that is unreactable in a lot of... Or no, it's not... I think it's like frame 23. I want to say. I want to say 23. Now, that is reactable. However, the hitbox is so big that also no, it's not. And also, like... Fucking... What are you reacting to, exactly? the fucking animation of you pulling out Trizooka. No, most of the time you're reacting to fucking... Hold on. Most of the time you're reacting to the shot itself. And the shot travels fast. That thing travels very, very fast. It is just a jump scare. And it one-shots, which is, you know, not great. Its startup is a major, major problem that Splatoon 1 Inkzooka did not have. Everyone was fine with Splatoon 1 Inkzooka's startup, specifically, because, you know, it was bad. And you can't use it to panic, you know? Like, oh, I need to run away. Boom, 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 boom. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's top tier. It's tuned very poorly. And now, here's the thing. Here's the second thing. There's a second one. Here's the second one, unfortunately. The hitbox for this fucking thing is stupid. Like, first of all, it's just big. Second, hold on. I need to properly demonstrate this because you can't get the full picture from an improper demonstration. You need to see this from the stupid ass. You need to see it in its full glory. Let's see. What are we? Here's a good way. Here's a good way. Here's a good place to do it. Like, it curves around cover for some reason. So, like, there are a lot of times you can just pop this, be almost fully behind cover. Not quite fully, but almost fully. Like, you saw how damn close I was there. You saw how close I was to the cover. And look at that, your shot still works. Look at that. See? Look at that. Boom. I wasn't quite as close, but, like, you know, right here still works. That's dumb. That's very dumb. Hitbox is big and also inconsistent. Yeah, it's stupid inconsistent. It is so inconsistent. Because these are 3 individual bullets, I should add. That's not just an animation. These are actually 3 individual bullets. See? Look at that. It's very inconsistent. It's wildly inconsistent. It's incredibly stupid. Hey, April Fool's idea of monochrome Splatoon. Honestly, that's not horrible of an idea for April Fools, specifically. I want challenges and private battles. That'd be great. I would love that. Swear to God, sometimes with Trizooka I can snipe someone from 5 feet, and other times I just miss someone who's right in front of me. Yeah, exactly. Okay. There's a 53 damage dead zone in the middle. Oh, really? That's funny. Because, yeah, by the way, this is a huge hitbox for 53 damage. Misremembering, you say. So true, so true. But that's not to undersell the well-designed aspects of it. Let me, real quick, switch to Splatoon 1 to show the well-designed aspects of it. So, oh, this is the wrong weapon. There we go. Perfect. Not perfect, but whatever. What are Inkling's eye color? There's many of them. The default Inkling, I think, is blue. And what they're made out of. Oh, I have no idea. So, the well-designed parts is that, yeah, this is weak up close. Because, you know, there's a lot of end lag after each shot. So it's really weak up close. Even though it does one shot, it's pretty damn weak up close. Because the frame data is very bad on it. And then in Splatoon 1 specifically, the startup is also very well designed. Because, you know, it's not -2. Cat in a box. Welcome in, Celeste. Welcome in. You got Pretendo? I do. So, there's a lot of good things about this special, because, you know, I like Big Bazooka. It's fun. I like Big Bazooka. This hitbox is also stupid, by the way. I should clarify, this hitbox is also very dumb. So, first of all, to rework Trizooka, we're gonna give it the Splatoon 1 startup back, because seriously, what the hell? Why is it allowed to just go instantly? Make the hitbox... Wrong controller. Make the hitbox way the fuck smaller. because it's huge, and also not curve around cover. The reason that it curves around cover really easily is because the bullets, as you can see, they spiral, you know, like that. So sometimes it'll spiral like this. Like it's going right here, boom, and boom, it hits right here. It hits here. That's why, that's the reason it's so bad about hitting around cover. Now, listen, this is a decent big nerf. This is a big nerf for Trizuka, right? This is a huge nerf for it, actually. Making the hitbox, you know, fine instead of broken, and making the startup, you know, exist. So, as compensation, we will do a couple things. One, we're gonna change a lot of it back to Splatoon 1 Zuka, and by a lot of it, I mean we're literally making one change to make it more like Splatoon 1 Zuka. Splatoon 1 Zuka. Let me hold on. I gotta find the weapon. It's somewhere. It's somewhere. There it is. So, Carbon Roller in this game is really good. Because Carbon Roller does really good with Burst Bomb, right? Like, you know, it just makes it easier to do shit. Like, burst combos on this weapon are very good. I'm kind of bad at this weapon, but like, you know, you get it. You understand. It also has a lot of synergy with Mr. Big Bazooka, because, you know, Carbon Roller, I have no range. I have no range. Fuck you! You know, you get it? You understand? So, you know, Carbon Roller has very good synergy with Inkzuka. Carbon Roller has very good synergy with Burst Bomb. And Splatoon 3 has basically the same kit. It's Carbon Roller, Burst Bomb, and Inkzuka. Or sorry, Trizuka. And it's a little worse. Like, not balance-wise. Well, yes, balance-wise, but, you know. The thing is, in Splatoon 3, you cannot use your sub during Trizuka. In this game, however, boom, Burst Bomb. Look at that. You still have access to your sub during Inkzuka, which gives this kit specifically synergy between its sub and special. Because, you know, Burst Bomb is helpful to just, hey, fuck, get away from me! It gives it an up-close option, right? And that's something that's really cool. It adds a lot of counterplay, a lot of depth to the special when you're using it. And that's just straight up not in Splatoon 3. It's just not. Like, it's literally just not. You know? You do this, you pop it, boom, and I'm mashing R. I can't. You simply cannot. It's just not a thing you can do. Now, there are a lot of things that Trizuka gets right that Vanilla Inkzuka does not, which is why I'm still ending up calling it Trizuka. And by a lot of things, I mean the big one is the fact you get 3. Vanilla Inkzuka is just like, hey, we're gonna take away your main weapon forever, we're gonna give you a bajillion shots on this thing, and if you want to switch back to your main weapon, too bad. You'll just wait till the special duration runs out. But here, you only get 3. That's the good thing about this, is that you only get 3, and if you want to switch back to your main weapon, which is a thing you will want to do often, a lot of people don't realize that, you can just burn all 3 shots and then relatively quickly get back to your main weapon. So that's something that Trizuka gets right very, very much, you know? Now, I also want to rework Special Power-Up a lot, because for most specials, it's just kind of paint up, or duration up. It's literally that simple. So I'm going to try and make it a little more fun to spec into. So now, we're going to increase duration and also decrease startup. Not by that much. In this hypothetical Splatoon 4, this would take like roughly a second to fully start up. I have 0.92 written down. And with maximum special power-up, it goes down to 0.63. Which is still like 40 frames, so like double this. So, you know, it wouldn't be a problem. And also, I want to reiterate, that is maximum special power-up. You will never run maximum special power-up. It's just, like, a little helpful if you want to reduce startup a little bit. So, real quick, we're going to give it the Splatoon 1 startup back. Special power-up's going to increase duration and reduce startup. Make the hitbox way smaller and not curve around cover, because that's stupid. As compensation, it will gain the ability to use your sub back from Splatoon 1. Now let me go ahead and read the notes I have written out. Listen, I like Big Bazooka as much as the next guy, but this special as is takes it way too far. Being able to freely hit behind cover at a moment's notice has been a frustration for many a player, so removing that and giving the option to use a sub should hopefully make the special a bit more fairly tuned and fun to use, and fun to fight for both players. iTunes, yeah, I know. Now, that's Trizuka done. Next, major rework. This is a lot more major. I spent way too long yapping about Trizuka. I need to speed this the fuck up. Next major rework. Big Bubbler. The main problem with Big Bubbler is that it's just a lot of fucking health. Like, it's just a lot. Like I can't stress this to you enough. It's just a lot of health. That's a lot. Currently, it has over 1,500 health. And that number is kind of misleading, too. Because, while yes, it does have 1,500 health, technically it does decay health over time. Like, that's its duration. Duration in health are directly tied. It just simply has less health over time. You can see it shrinking. But the thing is, that 1,500 number is, like, kind of lying. Because that 1,500 number is the base HP. And that number is the number... Okay, let me explain this in not a fucked way and, like, stop talking. All these shots are currently doing 0.64 damage. Shooting the weak point is 1x. The weak point is 1x, and the barrier itself is 0.64x. So in reality, it has a whole lot more than 1,500 health, because you're basically halving damage against it. Why? Yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid. It's very dumb. Splatoon 3 is supposed to be chaotic. I mean, that is kind of true. Fuck you was very deep. I do that sometimes. Guess what, Trevor? YOLO, you can't do that again. Everyone losing things in Splatoon sounded like you lost. Honestly, I prefer it not. I prefer it not, because I think it's a lot more... I think it's a lot better on the mental to just look at the other people winning instead of looking at you losing. Not so big of a bubble anymore. Yeah, exactly. Weapons have object damage multipliers, so 1,500 means even less. That's true, but it's also not true. It's like half true. It's half true. And I'm obviously going to keep object damage multipliers. That'd be stupid, because otherwise, like, let's look at literally one weapon. This one. This thing's object damage is horrible. It's very bad. It's very, very bad. So yeah, obviously this has a giant multiplier against most things. So yeah, yeah. So, the rework that I have actually done. The thing is that this is kind of just, like, as is, it's kind of just use it on objective. Like what, like, fucking, Splat Zone, boom, right here. It paints a little, which doesn't matter. But also, like, you know, they can't paint the zone. They can't paint this amount of the zone. Unless they break it, which still takes time. So, you know, if you're in the zone and end up doing that, then that's basically just a free cap. On tower control specifically, it's fucked! On tower control, it is very, very, very bad. Like, holy shit, you literally use this on the tower, and it technically does receive a nerf. On tower, it lasts 9 seconds instead of 15. Which, by the way, yeah, the special lasts 15 fucking seconds. I don't know who decided it was okay for it to last 15 seconds. But on tower control, it only lasts 9. 9 is still entirely too fucking much. Like, oh my god. On tower control. Like, I don't think I even need to explain why that's broken. And the thing is, it stays on the tower. It doesn't, like, slip off the tower or anything either. No, it just stays on the tower. It's very dumb. Rainmaker is also especially pretty dumb, because, like, you put this shit near a checkpoint, and then, boom, free checkpoint. And then Clam Blitz. Clam Blitz is honestly the mode where it's mostly fine. Like, it's not super overtuned in Clam Blitz. So, hold on, real quick. Means even less as in how you do. Yeah, right, yeah. It's an arbitrary number that's too large for most weapons to deal with. Exactly. It's meant to be like, oh, the entire team is... Well, not the entire team, but like, you know, 2 people can shred it really easily. But no, they can't at all. So, I'm going to be adding a lot more depth to it. That's the goal. That's the goal. Because right now it's just kind of, oh, there's the objective. I'm going to use it. It's basically just that. Whereas what in theory it is, hey, this is designed for, like, flanking weapons. Like, I'm going to go on this flank, and now I'm going to use this. Fuck you. You have to deal with me now, bitch. You know? That's the goal. But it doesn't really do that, because it has way too much health. And that ends up just meaning, hey, just fucking, just use it on objective. That simple. My gut reaction is to remove 500. That's about what I did. We'll get there, we'll get there. So what I'm doing now is it now spawns in 3 separate parts. It spawns in this beacon, the barrier itself, and this. Right now, these are all, like, tied to each other, right? Like, you shoot the health of one, it decreases the health of the whole thing. This is a 1x, that's a 1x, and the barrier is a 0.64x to its health. And it decays over time. I'm going to make it spawn in 3 separate parts, and they will have separate health pools. So, let's look at this real quick. Let me farm this again. And I'm going to take a video so that I don't have to just keep farming this. God, 15 seconds is way too much. God, this... Can you... Look at how long this is, man! This is stupid. It's so long. It's still going. There we go. There we go. There we fucking go. My god. That took so long. Look at this. A third of the video is it being used. It's so dumb. They should remove Goku from Splatoon. Alright. So, here's all. You could run a mile before it's gone. Well, no. But, like, metaphorically, yeah. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, a lot of weapons have negative multipliers to this. So, like, you're doing damage, and it's like a 0.9x your weapon's normal damage, which is very dumb. Alright, so, first major change. The generator, which is this, that part at the top right here. This, excuse me. It'll be sitting right where it usually does, you know. It's still going to be up high in the sky, whatever. But now, there will be a sprinkler attached. It is going to spray ink inside and just outside the bubble. Which means it's a slightly larger radius than the sub-sprinkler. The sprinkler's bullets will be a lot slower. Like, a lot slower. Like, this fires at a rate of... It is slow. This thing will be very slow. But it does paint a lot more and do a lot more damage than the sub. Because the sub does 20, this will do 30, which is, like, the combo number. This damage is going to be scaled with sub power-up. Now listen, everybody hates damage up. However, I think this is, like, fine. Actually, no, I don't. Hold on. Hold on. I'm still fine with it giving damage up. However, what I'm not fine with is the number I did it. I made it so that maximum special power goes to 35. Not doing that. I'm making it go to 32. That's a lot more reasonable. Because that does not reduce shots to kill. Thought you segmented the barrier. Oh no, not really. Not really. We'll get there. We'll get there. So now sub power up maximum is going to do 32. So, you know, a little bit of sub power up is going to do like 30 point something, which is just going to make it combo for slightly longer, you know? Like if they try to heal doing it. This sprinkler is mainly like just, hey, don't go in this fucking bubble, you know? But I do very much admit that this thing painting, fuck that. A big HP barrier that paints? No. So this has very, very weak health. Once it's just 200. It's just 200. And with the whole health decaying over time right now, you know, that's basically one shot from any charger. That's like 4 bullets from a shooter. You know, it's not hard to take out at all, whatsoever. Once it reaches 0, it'll remain up there. It's gonna stay up there, but the sprinkler will cease to function. So it's gonna remain as a weak point for the special, for the barrier. You know, not for the entire special, the barrier. I should note that the generator. I don't know why I'm moving the mouse as if you can see it. The generator. Once you break the sprinkler, its health is just directly tied to the barrier. And once you break the beacon, we'll get there later, is also tied to the barrier, but it's also tied to the thing. We'll get there. Hold on. What about Hero Brian? Yeah, he was removed. Alright, so we're gonna give it a sprinkler. It's gonna be nowhere near as good at painting as actual sprinkler, but it's just a, hey, you should probably break this, you know? But also, it should be very easy to ignore. That's the thing. So, the barrier is largely unchanged. It's just receiving a nerf. From 1,536 HP, which is way too fucking many, to 1,032 HP, which is 504 HP of nerfs. This will, in turn, decrease its duration from 16.7 seconds to 11.2. Nowhere near as bad. This can be affected by special power-up. Maximum special power-up is going to turn it from 1032 to 1388, which is still less than this, Goes from 11.2 to 15 seconds. Once this reaches 0, the barrier, the other parts will still remain active until broken. The sprinkler will still paint, the beacon will still be a beacon. The generator will fall on top of the beacon and make it kind of like a shield for it. So if you try to shoot the beacon, then, you know, you're just going to end up shooting the generator instead. It's not a very good shield because it's literally just 200 health. But, you know, regardless, it is still 200 health. That is at least somewhat shielding it. And I think I misspoke earlier. This is the only part to have declining health. Because, hold on. Let me, we're live tweaking right now, hold on. The sprinkler is now going to have 180 health. It's just a lot better of a number, because a lot of chargers, or not 180, 175. A lot of chargers can just one-tap it. Which is what I want to be, right? And then its HP is not going to decay. The barrier is the only part of the special that will actually have decaying HP. Everything will remain active until broken except the barrier. But again, that's not really that important. Like, imagine, like, you're using this on zone. You have a beacon and a sprinkler in zone. That's it. So, like, if you want to, you can just shoot the barrier and then let the rest of the special just fuck off. Just do whatever with it. Lastly, the beacon. It is now a much, much bigger weakness. So it functions the same, but now is affected by sub power-up. Right now, don't think it's affected by anything. And yes, this is a special that's affected by sub power-up. That's something that I want to specifically point out. The beacon has 300 health, which, like, isn't that bad. It's not that bad, especially because, you know, that's just not that bad. However, this beacon does not hide jumps to it. Normally, beacons, if they're still, you know, exactly, if they're still there, they will just, the jump marker doesn't there. It doesn't there. It doesn't there. It's not there at all, just whatsoever. This, not the case. You're gonna see the jumps. You're gonna see jumps to it. People can still see it, although it is gonna be a little less noticeable. It might be like a 50% opacity or something. I don't know. You figure it out. But once this is broken, it remains stationary as a weak point for the entire special. Shooting this does 0.5x to the generator, which means that, I don't know, I'm shooting this with 30 damage. The generator is going to take 15 health. And the barrier is going to take 1.62x damage. One thing that I fucking hate about Big Bubbler is that, for some reason, even if you get, like, okay, this thing still has use beyond the person in the bubble dying. Right now, the person in the bubble, like, if they die, you should be able to just shoot the beacon and take out the bubble almost instantly. But you can't, for some fucking reason. You just simply cannot. So, I'm gonna make shooting this thing, you know, getting in the bubble, killing them, your reward should be, fuck this special entirely, I get to break it now. So that's the goal. That's the goal there. Because right now, shooting this still takes forever to kill the goddamn thing. Even if there's nobody contesting it, you know? Like, it's just you're just shooting it, and it takes forever. Last major change is that if this special is placed on the tower in tower control, it does not stay on. It's just gonna slide off the more the tower moves. Because, it's stupid that it can do that. It also retained the health reduction. It already has. Not the health reduction, the duration reduction. It'll retain that, because obviously that'd be stupid to remove. Now, the overall goal with this rework is to make this special a lot less HP sponge. And I think this does that fairly well. The beacon and sprinkler remaining active enhances the good positioning required out of it. Oh my god. It enhances the good positioning required to get value out of the special. Because right now, like, one of my favorite things about this special is that it's designed in a way where if you use this in a bad spot, it just kind of sucks. Because, like, fucking, I'm over here. I'm over here. Everybody else is over there. Nobody cares about what's going on over here. So if I use this right now, it's objectively a bad idea. Because what does this accomplish? And adding a beacon and a sprinkler to it is going to kind of add to that. Because, you know, a sprinkler, still a bad sprinkler, mind you, I want to iterate. A bad sprinkler placed in a bad spot also sucks. And you know what also sucks in a really bad spot? A beacon that does not hide jumps. So you still 100% need to use this in a actually semi-decent spot in order to get good value out of it. I want to keep that in. I want to keep that in because that's my favorite aspect of the special. Let's see. You can have the thing about this having separate health pools as well is that it adds a lot of depth in the counterplay. You can have a lot of people just simply say, "Nah, I just ate the sprinkler, shoot it once, and then boom, it's done." And you know, you just I don't like the charger player, right? Charger player. I'm just gonna fucking I hate this paint. Bye, and then they can go back to playing the game. If they just really want to prevent jumps in, like say the team got wiped, the team recently just got wiped, and the bubbler's on the field, the beacon could provide jumps in, so you just break the beacon, and then boom, the barrier does not matter as much anymore. Especially because shooting the beacon is also going to do just a bunch. Unless you do exactly 300 to it, which, like, why would you do that? Happy 2035. Happy 2035. Interactions like this, where you just break one part of it and leave the rest to rot in hell, interactions like that, I think, gives it a lot more depth than just being, put this on the zone, you know? It just, especially just because the really big change is just, it's just a lot less HP overall. It's just a lot less. And last thing, this is not my favorite part, but this is something that I wish specials did a lot more, is that, people being able to spec into the, actual barrier or the generator and beacon. Because remember, sub power-up is what affects this, and special power-up affects this. So people can kind of spec into one or the other, but they cannot power up the whole special at once, you know? Like, because that'd be stupid. Giving, you know, a 1400 HP barrier, and also a sprinkler that fires faster, and a beacon that you jump to really quickly. That'd be stupid. That'd be stupid. So you can spec into either or. And what I especially love about that is that if you want to run sub power, now you have an extra reason to, you know? Because it helps now more. So that's probably the biggest rework in this video. That's probably the biggest one. Well, actually, I'm proving myself wrong. Before we get into that, I'm going to fucking, because I'm gonna get water, because my god. By water, I mean tea. That's not water. Why is that open? Why was that so loud? Oh my god. Jeez. Sorry for that jump scare. Oh my god. By tea, I mean lemonade. I changed my mind. Shut up. Question? Okay. Go ahead. I'll wait for your question before I get into the next rework. Which, by the way, is going to be a rework to Kraken. Live or blank? Oh. Blank. This is a big question. Damn. This is a big question. This lemonade soda thing. Who knows? So it's not related, I feel bad. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. I don't know. I mean, like, I've only heard the 2 songs, and I've liked half of them. I did really, like, I like Roaches. The other one was alright, but not really crazy. The other one you showed me, whatever, I don't remember what it was called, Moth to Flame, I think. I thought it was okay. Yeah. Alright, so, major reworks to Kraken Royale. So, Kraken's playstyle right now is so different from Splatoon 1, it's comical. So, first of all, it's a lot bigger. It does not one-shot people, unless you charge. Here's the thing. Right now, what the special ends up being... give me 1 second, let me equip some fucking special power. Special power, special charge. Okay. There, now I can just farm this a lot easier. Right now, the playstyle of Kraken is very objective cheesy and very... nowhere near as fun. So, the problem with Kraken as it is right now is that, first of all, it's not faster to just swim. It's faster to just charge. Or not faster. It is exactly as fast to literally just spam the charge move. Which is not anywhere near as fun to counterplay against, because the Kraken, its whole thing is like, it takes knockback, right? You can knockback tame it. But during the charge, it does not receive knockback. So it's a lot less fun to fight, because now you just, you have to run. You can't try and knock it back, which is something that in Splatoon 1 you could do. And I honestly I just think it's a lot less fun to just spam the charge move. I don't like that about it. And the second thing is, this is just cheese on objective, except in Splatstones. And Splatstones is perfectly fine, because, that'd be wonderful. It's fine. It's fine in Splatstones. It does not... It's not like it paints a lot. It's not like it displaces a bunch of people for all at once. You get it. But in every other one, it's stupid. It's very dumb. This thing's Rainmaker Shield DPS is crazy, because it has an insane multiplier on the Rainmaker Shield, which honestly I think it should. But also, something you can do is that if the Rainmaker Shield is about to pop... Actually, let me show this. Let me show this. This is a really good thing to just show. Presets would be nice. There are presets. I just have not set them, because I'm a dumbass. But yeah, no, let me show this. Just for the sake of... oh god. I don't remember how... Yeah, here we go. Yeah, there are 5. There are 5. Yeah. In the UK, Central Europe, South Africa, and carbonated lemonade soft drink is more common. Huh. I actually don't know how well I can show this, but we're gonna try it anyway. They just call it lemonade. Oh, huh. Okay, so let's show this. If you do the charge attack into the Rainmaker Shield when it's like semi-popped, I think I need to do. I actually don't know if this will work. This might just reset it. We're gonna be here for like less than 50 seconds. Where's the retreat? Where's the no retreat zone? Where's the no retreat zone? There we go. I think this resets it. Yeah, okay. Dying from time resets it. That's my bad. Good mechanic? Yeah. But the thing about Kraken is that for some reason, if you charge into the... This is going to be hard to show because it's on this giant-ass pedestal. Here, let me put it on a smaller-ass pedestal. For some reason, they allow you to just... You charge into it, and it pops, and you still charge. Damn it. I showed it wrong. Alright, let me... Hold on. Give me 1 second. Woman catfish. Yeah, I forgot that that's what my thing was. But yeah, you charge into the shield, and you instantly grab the Rainmaker. But you keep momentum. I'm not gonna be able to show it. You keep momentum. And that's just basically free points. Like, you charge into it, boom, free points. Like, not that many, but it's still free points. And, you know, immediately after a Rainmaker shield pop, that's very hard to contest. And then in tower control... Don't even get me started on tower control. Tower control's dumb. Let's look at this shit. Because Kraken is invincible, right? Kraken's invincible. That's, you know... I feel like that's, like, people know that already, but just in case. Kraken is invincible. Which is what makes it so good on most objectives. So, you know, something invincible on tower, it technically can be knocked off. But jumping reduces knockback, being like this reduces knockback. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's just free points on tower control. So yeah, another objective that it just kind of... I'm a gamble in GTA. Okay, okay, bye YOLO. So yeah, it's dumb in tower control, it's dumb in Rainmaker, and it's also dumb in Clam Blitz. This one's gonna be probably the most self-explanatory. They did technically nerf it. They did nerf Kraken in Clam Blitz. Because the thing about Kraken and Clam Blitz is that you can jump to Kraken. You can super jump to Kraken. Now, the nerf they gave it, if I'm remembering right, is that you can't super jump to a Kraken if you have a football, right? That's the one nerf they gave it. Which, honestly, is not that big a deal, because it's still just invincibility. Anybody can jump with this. A guy with 7 clams can jump into this, and then form a football from there. Or, more likely, a push is already going, and 7 clams is just, hey, let's get back into the action immediately, you know? Very, very broken, very stupid on every objective. On every single objective. Especially because, like, you know, it's full-fledged invincibility. There is punishable end lag. There's like a second of end lag, right? But still, even with a second of end lag... Oh yeah, no, that's right. I forgot. Sorry. That's my bad. I misremembered completely. You just get rid of the football. That's my bad. They made it so you jump where they activated the Kraken. Oh, is that what they did? Okay. That's my bad then. Alright. So I don't like the way Kraken plays in this game. At all. I don't like it. So we're gonna do a lot of shit. First, I'm going to show you Splatoon 1 Kraken. Because I want to make it clear, this is also not good. Splatoon 1 Kraken is also dumb. This is a great weapon to farm it with. He's going to lose everything. Kinda. Not really. No, not really. All objective cheese, yes. Because fuck all that. Alright. So, Splatoon 1 Kraken. Frame 1, invincibility. Frame 1 invincibility. Incredibly stupid. There's the only counterplay is to shoot it. And knock it back, that's it. It's sad. It's sad, is what it is. Because, like, it's great. It's fun to use. It's fun to use as hell. But it's not really that fun to fight. And that's when Kraken Royale was revealed to me, or revealed to the public, I initially looked at it and said, oh wow, okay, they just straight up made it RPS. Because now you shoot it and it tries to charge at you. And if you try to charge at you, then you dodge it. And if they try to dodge it and they're not charging at you, they can just go up and fucking kill you, right? But no, it's just better to just spam the charge move. So, but I do want to reiterate, here's the worst thing about this fucking stupid piece of shit. Frame 1 invincibility is never fun to fight, ever. We're gonna bring Kraken Royale a lot more in line with Kraken without just straight up making it Kraken. Because again, this is not the ideal. This is far from the ideal. So what we're gonna do is a lot of changes. So first of all, we're gonna decrease the startup, not by that much. Right now, Kraken takes second-ish to start up. We're gonna nerf that. We're gonna buff that to 0.6. So it's still a sizable startup, but you know, you can use it in a lot more situations than none, you know? We're also going to decrease the end lag a little. A lot less, though. It's about a second of end lag. We're going to decrease it to, like, 0.9. Just to make it just a little bit less punishable, because right now it's very punishable. We're also decreasing its size, because in Splatoon 3, it's big ass. This shit big ass. Why ain't that big ass, you know? Very, very big ass. We are also... Hold on. I need to farm another one. We're also increasing knockback taken while charging. Or, sorry, while not charging by all, asterisk, non-shooter weapons. Because it's in Splatoon 1, basically the only weapons that can actually knock back Kraken are shooters and, like, Octobrush. So we're going to make it so that every weapon can reliably knock it back if it's not charging at you. Next thing... We're going to increase the damage of this to... We're... Wow. That's so funny. No. God. Okay. Clipping that. That was very funny. We're going to increase the damage. I don't like the fact that there's 2 shots. It makes it kind of bad. I mean, it's fine in this game, because, you know, it's big as hell. But I'm going to give it its 1 shot back, because we're decreasing its size back to Splatoon 1, right? So, yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing we're going to do there. We're gonna make it so that the jump's still 1 shots, because right now, that's one of the big things that makes the jump so much worse than the charge. Because the charge, 1 shots. So we're going to increase this to 180. Not that much, but, you know, it's a buff. And the 60 to exactly 100. Just so it kills, right? Now, in return, it's going to take some heavy nerfs. 1, the size, like I already said. 2, the knockback, which I already said. Right now, it takes about 35 frames to charge this, which is pretty damn short. We're going to increase that to 42, so that the charge is a lot more of a committal option. We're also going to increase knockback taken while charging, because right now it's just completely, it's just 0. It is literally just, you don't take knockback while charging. Right, we're going to make it so that it's 0.1x while charging. That way, if, like, you absolutely need to stop a Kraken and the entire team is able to shoot at it, it will still just get cucked, you know? It's denser, so it hits harder. Exactly. So, you know, just to... Not enough to make knocking it back, like, a super viable 1v1 Kraken strategy, you know? It's just that, you know... it needs to be something. Now, players will no longer super jump to a Kraken. They just can't. They just can't at all. They won't be able to jump to a pseudo recall point, like currently in the game. Not in Clan Blitz specifically, in the game. So you just cannot jump to this motherfucker at all. And continuing with that change, Kraken will now be easily visible on the map. Wrong button. On the map screen, because right now, see, there's a pseudo recall point and there's me. Right now, there's going to be a giant, obvious Kraken graphic that is like, you know, you couldn't possibly be stealthy with it if you wanted to. It's visible to the other team as well. It's also visible to the other team. And now, something that I kind of admit, I admit it's maybe a little broken. So we're going to nerf its effect relative to Splatoon 1. But it's just such a shoe-in that I'm surprised they removed it. In Splatoon 1, swim speed up affects Kraken, and in this game it does not at all. We're gonna make it so that swim speed up affects Kraken again, not as much as, you know, normal actual swim speed, because, you know, normal swim speed is kind of busted, I'm gonna be honest. Like, what's my max, I need max, like, swim speed gear. I think this is as good as I get. Okay. Like, look at how fucking fast I move, dude. Like, that'd be an insane buff. So, we're gonna reduce its effect, because, oh my god, that would be ridiculous on Kraken. We're also gonna make swim speed up kinda affect the charge attack, but I'm gonna make it so that swim speed up is making the swim better first, and the charge better second. So, like, let's say swim speed up has 0.3 effectiveness on the swim form, it's gonna have 0.2 effectiveness on the charge speed, you know? Not the charge, yeah, the charge travel speed. Because, you know, obviously it'd just be stupid to have it just affect the swim speed. Well, a couple other changes. If the Kraken is sitting on the tower, in tower control, it will take damage. It's just gonna fucking take damage. Fuck you, I hate invincibility on tower. I'm not allowing that to even kind of be a thing. If you go on the tower as a Kraken, you are allowed to die. Because that is as it should be. And lastly, if the Kraken touches the Rainmaker shield, it will receive a very strong knockback push away. Even if you charge into it. Like, you charge into it, like, let's say, charge into the Rainmaker shield, boom. That much knockback. Like, that's a lot of knockback. And this will work in charge form. I should clarify. The knockback will take effect in charge form as well. And hell, it might even cancel a charge if you're active in it. Valid ass for making Kraken die on tower. Yeah, no, real. So, ping pong into a guy? That would be very funny. That would be very funny. Kraken, to me, this is the patch notes part, and by the patch notes I mean notes of it. You know, the dev notes. That's the term. Kraken has always felt like a rogue agent to me. Like you're saying to your team, I don't need you, fuck it, I'm going in, you know? And in Splatoon 1, that statement was true. You did not need your team, and everybody hated fighting it, because there wasn't much you could do about it. In Splatoon 3, it feels like it's saying, hey guys, I'm invincible for 6 seconds, do whatever you want. I aim to add back the fuck it we ball energy without adding this insane overtuning that everyone hated in Splatoon 1. I also aim to remove most objective cheese that people hate in Splatoon 3, because, you know, duh, objective cheese is never good. The main goal in the tuning here is to make the jump and charge more read-based than currently. That's the big one. It's so counterintuitive to the special itself. I respect you for saying fuck no. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Does the game tell you you can die in tower? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's gonna be able to, it's gonna tell you that. Where was I? Yeah. Make the jump and charge more read-based than currently, where right now you just kind of spam the charge because it's almost entirely better than just jumping. And where I aim for a more RPS kind of triangle, which is what I initially thought it would be. Kraken is going to swim at you, kind of try and jump, knock it back, because remember, we increased knockback taken by for all weapons, except like weapons that were already good at knocking it back. Then you can knock it back. If player is knocking you back, you can charge at them. If the Kraken is charging, you can dodge. If the player is dodging, you can either just hard read where they're going to dodge and charge that way, which is just sick. Or you could, not charge and swim. Which, by the way, you can't cancel a charge once you have it. You can't, at least I'm pretty damn sure. Yeah, boom. I can't not charge. So you have to, like, purposefully feint a charge. You have to, like, actually feint it. You have to start charging, stop charging, swim again. Yeah. If you're using Kraken on tire, it should have a little danger at the bottom. Yeah, exactly. So that's all the changes I'm doing to Kraken. It might end up being a tad broken still, but there's a lot more parameters now that you can actually just straight up nerf. Instead of making it just, again, this is literally just, in Splatoon 3, it is just charge machine. Because I don't know, it's stupid. It's stupid, I don't like it. It's also massively undertuned in S3. It's not really that good, except for Objective Cheese, which is why I'm giving it that many buffs. I was missing the fighting game mode talk, real. So true. Alright. Next, oh, this one's a lot shorter. Oh my god. Super Chump. Before we do that, though, my throat is still dying. Jesus. That or, like, the Kraken visually, it, like, loses its, like, glimmer or something, I think my favorite change that I did to Kraken is that you can't super jump to it, and it's visible on the map. That makes it feel a lot more like a rogue agent to me. I think that's a good thing. Armor broken effect. Yeah. Ginger ale, true. Very true. Alright, so super jump. We're not changing it a giant amount, right? So, simple changes first. There's a big ass cooldown. Just shorten it a little bit. Not, like, by that much, but, shorten it by a little bit. Like, I don't know, cut a third off of it, maybe? So that your cooldown is over once the chumps start exploding. Obviously, don't make the super chump paint count toward your next super chump. That's dumb. That's very dumb. But, as of right now, it literally lasts longer. The cooldown lasts longer than the special. Everything's blown up. I still have, like, 4 seconds of cooldown. That's stupid. At least remove those 4 seconds. But the bigger change is I'm adding a slider. You may now use, once you pop it, there will be a slider on screen. You may use ZL or ZR to tighten or widen the spread of the chumps. This does mean you lose the ability to swim with it, because right now you can swim with it. And I'm just going to straight up remove that, because it doesn't really need to be there. And this also does not change the amount of chumps fired. It's just the radius and time taken. Now, what exactly what exactly do I mean? Why change the time taken? So when set to a narrow radius, the chumps are all going to land at basically the same time, which is like a little less spread out than that, you know? This is going to make it better at gaining control of a specific area, you know? Like, I use this shit on zone, and all of the chumps are here. So if someone uses a Booyah Bomb to break all the chumps, then yeah, you idiot, don't do that. You know, high risk, high reward, kind of area control gaining, you know? How do you fire chumps if zero control spread? R. I'm changing it to R. So yeah, you know, a relatively synchronous explosion is pretty good at gaining control of an area. That's why Tri-Strike is so stupid, by the way. But these are all fine because, you know, they're breakable. Really, really easy to break, actually. And having them less spread out is going to make them easier to break, obviously, because, you know, you don't have to try as hard. One bomb is going to take out, like, 4 of them, you know? Lastly. Second, when you make it a larger radius, they're going to land at very, very different times. Not very, very, but, like, right now, boom, 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 boom. A larger radius is going to be, like, from there to here-ish. It's, you know, pretty big. And, again, there's not going to be a change in the amount of chumps. So there will be very spread out, and individual chumps will, you know, it's not going to be as good as at gaining control. However, it's going to be better at painting and locking down an area that you already do control. So, like, say you control mid right now, and the whole masking jumps part of this special is kind of just not a thing, because, like, you can't really jump to it very well, because everything lands at basically the same time. Like, look at how fast those markers appear next to each other. If we spread it out more, then the chumps go boo, 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 right? Then, one, it delays the effect of the thing, you know, so you don't have 8 billion chumps going off in a giant area. You having 1 chump, and then 2 chump, 3 chump, 4 chump, you get it. And then, the second thing is that, like, say you have a roller player sharking in mid, which is, you know, something they do. You can jump to them now during Super Chump, and it'll be a lot better of a mask. It'll be a lot better of a mask than currently, where they all just kind of landed within, like, a second of each other. So yeah, it's I think this is a really cool change. Last thing, Stealth Jump does not activate if you're in the radius of Super Jump. It's that simple. Because right now, you can kind of tell if a jump is fake if they have Stealth Jump, because the Stealth Jump, you know, it's visible, and then you move out of its radius, it's not visible. And that kind of is a dead giveaway as to which, you know, which jump is actually a player. And there are 2 solutions to this. I like one slightly more than the other. You can either just make it so that some chumps have Stealth Jump. Like, some of these are Stealth Chumps. Or you can just make it so that Stealth Jump doesn't activate, which I think I like a bit more. I think Chump's in a relatively good state right now. It just needs a bit more versatility. And I think it'll make it a lot better in non-zones modes, because, you know, you're trying to pop the Rainmaker shield, whatever, you can narrow it down. You're trying to gain control of mid and clan blitz. You probably like you widen it, you know. What are your thoughts on making Stealth Jump base kit? I don't know, honestly. I think it'd be a bit broken. I think that'd be a bit too good. Sounds like it'd be impossible to make it feel fun. Oh, you're talking about the stealth jump thing? Yeah. It's tough. I think you could probably do it, but it'd be hard. It'd be hard to tune right. Okay, so that's Super Jump. I told you that one would be a lot shorter. Zipcaster, this special is basically perfect. This special is basically perfect. I have next to no gripes with it. I just think there are a couple things that could make it maybe a bit cooler. Alright, so special power-up is no longer increasing duration, because that's dumb, but it gives you extra ink, which in turn does technically increase duration, but, you know, it's not just duration increase. You know, normally in Zipcaster you have one ink tank, and that's it, you know? Like, my ink, see the special thing? The more ink I use, the faster it goes down. Special power-up is going to make it so that you have 1.15 times your ink tank. So, you know, nowhere near like double or anything insane, but, and again, this is max special power-up, so if you're really speccing into this, then yeah, you get a decent bit more ink and duration. And blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. And again, that's really not that big a deal, because Zipcaster already disables your sub-weapon, and the big thing about that is that, you know, you can't bomb spam with it, which is why ink tank alterations aren't really they aren't really like seen ever, because that would be a nightmare to try and tune, because, you know, you can just throw bombs for free, you know, whereas Zipcaster you already can't throw bombs, so that's fine. Second, Zipcaster is going to decrease duration slower if you're recovering ink. So, you know, right here, this is how fast it decreases. If I'm recovering ink, it doesn't change at all. I'm going to make it so that if you're hiding in ink, then the duration is a lot shorter. Or is not a lot longer, but it's longer. I think the duration now is roughly 8 seconds. Let's say that if you're recovering ink the entire time, it goes to like 10, 11, somewhere around there. And lastly, the opponents can now shoot your recall. Hold on. Shoot your recall to slightly drain your ink. Not much at all. But, you know, they can shoot this to slightly decrease the duration you're in Zipcaster. Oh, and by the way, the reason that I'm making it, it's you increase the duration if you're recovering ink. Here, let me go on one of these fuck-ass maps to show you. Hop on Brisker is so true. See, the thing is, they never put inkable spots out of reach of most weapons. However, they do that all the time with uninkable spots, because, you know, duh. I mean, that just makes sense. So let's, let me look at these, let's look at these real quick. If I were to just straight up increase duration, like, just flat out, just increase duration. Here's the problem. People can jump to your Zipcaster recall. So what that ends up meaning is, hey, Clam Blitz, watch this. Boom. All right, now hold up. Give me a minute. Hold on. Wait. And boom. All right. Hope nobody hits me. And you can do this very, very easily and just stall forever. So that's why we're not allowing just straight up duration increase and making it only so that you're recovering ink. Now, the real reason that I'm making it do that is that I'm adding the possibility of sharking. Because right now, Zipcaster, you can shark during it. It's completely fine. There is no limitations on sharking in Zipcaster. None whatsoever. It's just a bad idea, though, because, you know, you could be doing other shit. You know, see, it doesn't give away your... I can't throw my clam now. But it doesn't give away your position. And if you're recovering ink, then you can shark for longer. Now, again, Zipcaster really likes range weapons, it likes midline, it likes good fighters. And it really doesn't like sharkers, because, you know, a sharking player isn't going to get that much out of it. So this recovering ink duration buff is meant to help sharking weapons. That way it's not just completely dead on arrival, right? So, like, say, I'm a carbon roller, I want to shark in the enemy base. You do this, boink boink, bop, and then you shark here. And your duration's up, and then, oh, I'm going to jump scare somebody, and then boom. And, you know, counterplay to that would be to shoot the recall. And speaking of which, I should show this. I would find it so funny, and I kind of want it now. I want it so bad. I want to see this in the game. Is a weapon that does this. It camps its own recall. Like somebody tries to. Oh no! Don't do that. I would love that. I would love that so much. It's based. So yeah, that's basically it. I think this buff will help certain weapons be able to use the special in a way that'll more fit their playstyle instead of just midline fighting weapons really wanting this, you know? Yeah, just a solid all-around couple buffs, you know? A little bit of counterplay with the shooting, the recall also. Alright, next, Wavebreaker. This special is ass right now in balance patches. I'm gonna probably overtune the hell out of it. I'm gonna probably overtune the fuck out of this. But I at least want to see where this goes, you know, hypothetically. Because, like, even in, like, it's not that powerful of a special. So I want to make this crazy. I want to make this crazy. Alright, so first, Wavebreaker will no longer break after 3 laves. Holy shit. Wavebreaker will no longer last for 3 waves. It'll just keep going until it is broken or 20 seconds pass. 20 seconds is too much. Let's say 15. 15 seconds. What was I thinking with 20? It'll also generate the waves slightly faster. Right now, like, between each wave, there's a giant, like, look at this. 1, 2, 3, that's like 2.1 seconds-ish. I know I counted to 3, but, you know, you start counting to 0. So it's going to generate them slightly faster. When broken, Wavebreaker will also release a location radius similar to when it's deployed. Because right now, when you should overtune it. Yeah, I know, I like Wavebreaker. When you throw Wavebreaker right now, it releases a giant location radius. It's just location. So I'm adding one that's not as big. Dear God, no. But when it's broken, it'll also do that. Now, so like, because again, its whole thing is like, oh, somebody's trying to be stealthy. Fuck you, you know. You know, because it's a giant point sensor. Getting hit by it locates you. And I think having this, like, hey, somebody broke me. This is the guy that broke me. Go get this guy. I hate this guy. This guy ran up and killed me. I don't like that. Go get him. Go get him. Go kill that guy. You know? I think that'd be very cool. Waves are also now taller, because right now it's super easy to jump over them. Like, it is comical how fast you can jump over this motherfucker. Like, literally, just look at this. Boink. Literally just a short hop is enough. Boink. So we're gonna make them taller. Not sure by exactly how much, but we're just gonna, you know, make it so that it's there's a bit more effort into dodging them. Because right now it's just kind of, there you go. And then lastly, special power-up is now going to both increase duration, maybe 20 seconds if you go to like the max, and the width of the waves, just to further make it harder to dodge. Right now, Wavebreaker simply doesn't see a lot of value, even if you do place it in a good spot that's like, you know, hard to find or break. So I aim to increase its value by prolonging the effects of it, and the SPU increasing the width is just something I really want. Just really want. Hide that in Big Bubbler. Yeah, exactly. That's something that's already a good combo, is putting this in Big Bubbler. So, yeah. Simple little rework. Inkvac. This one, alright, this is literally just the Prochar rework. If you have not seen that video, I'll really quickly go over it. It's not anything insane. So the big problem with Inkvac is that right now you cannot end it early. You are stuck in Inkvac for like 6 seconds. It's forever. You have to do this. You have to do this. You can't switch to the shot early. So now pressing R is going to, or no, not R. Pressing the right stick again is going to allow you to switch to the shot early. You can't switch back and forth. That'd be weird. But you can switch to the shot early. That way, if you like, if your team needs you, hey, I kind of need you to paint for me right now. Then you know you can. Oh, you can put away your toys and go back to playing the video game. You know. Switching to it will decrease the radius and damage, because being able to just instantly do, just like instantly do this would be kind of crazy. So it is going to nerf it. And lastly, you can now use your sub during it. So like, I'm being run at, and then, okay, let me real quick do this, you know. Somebody's trying to shoot at me, I can throw a sprinkler to try and do like object damage. I can use burst bomb. I can try and use the speed as like a bad thing, because like, you know, I throw a splat bomb and then I slow them down with this so it make it harder to avoid the splat bomb. You get it. It's literally just the Prochar rework, but I think it's a good rework. Sue me. Next, Ultra Stamp. I just want this fucking thing to be good. I just want this fucking thing to be good, man. It is that simple. Please just be good already. Just be good. So, you are now fully invincible from the front, which is what it fucking should be. Oh my god. And just as a bonus, you are now able to start swinging faster after turning around. Because right now, like, somebody dodges Ultra Stamp, they have a very free opening. Because, like, look at this, boom, they have to do this. But now, you can just, like, you know, you get it. Very, very, very simple. Very simple. I just want it to be good. What's my shark fin? Give it cone bone to mimic the shark fin. Shark fin shaped bow. Oh, that'd be cool, actually. These teammates can charge you if they direct impact you. Wait, for Stamp? I could see that. That could be funny. Back. Oh, that could be that. I don't know. I'm gonna spoiler alert. I'm gonna remove the fact that you can't shoot through teammates, because that's a dumb thing, and I don't know why it's in the game. Yeah, that's simple. Okay. Let's see. Next, a bunch of tweaks. This is just minor tweaks. I'm not really reworking anything major about the special. I'm not changing how its counterplay works. It is just, I'm tweaking some numbers. Let's see. Where is it? Booyah Bomb. So right now its self-mashing is rate limited. It used to not be. You could just mash however, like if you were tasked, you could charge Booyah Bomb for yourself in no time at all. But now the self-mashing is rate limited. I'm just gonna remove that, because I think it's kind of funny. I think it's funny. Literally, that's it. But also, Booyah Bomb's HP will now decay over time. Because right now, it can just kind of sit in an area forever and threaten throwing it, you know? And that's kind of dumb. It should not be able to threaten throwing it forever. So having its armor decay would be a really good way to try and fix that. Let's see. That's all the tweaks to Booyah Bomb. That's it. Let's see. Here we go. Inkjet. Very, very slight change. The boost is going to go slightly less high, but is going to instead increase horizontal speed. This is a giant boost, and it's just like a lot of short-range weapons straight up can't hit that high. So I'm gonna try and like remove that a little and make it increase horizontal speed as a kind of compensation. It's just that simple. That's all I'm changing. And lastly, this is the one with the most tweaks, because it needs them. Tacticooler. But before that, we'll check. Unrate limit squeezer. Oh god. Oh god, no. I know you're kidding, but oh god. I can see sabotage from skin. Yeah. It'd be funny if sucked up lines like the would be fun to smash. That would be funny. But I mean, it kinda does that. You know, it sucks up just ink in general, and that powers it up. What if people use a vibrator to click it really fast? That'd be funny. That's funny. So here's the problem with Tacticooler. Tacticooler is broken. That's the problem with it. Its tuning is just stupid. So, the drink buff itself lasts 17 seconds. With special power-up, it lasts 25 seconds. That's too long. That's too fucking long to be like this. That's too long. 25. Yes, 25. That's too fucking long. So we're decreasing that from 12 seconds base to 16 with special power-up. Notice that the special power-up number is less than the current base number. Yeah, it's stupid. The duration's way too fucking good on this special. Gotta tone it down. We are also going to remove Special Saver from its drink buff. Right now, it has literally max Special Saver, so if you die, if you have Special and die, you literally just keep all of your Special and respawn. It's dumb. It's stupid. We're gonna remove that because what it ends up doing is everybody throws Tacticooler, everybody runs in, dies, jumps to the charger, and they still have special and they lost nothing. Like, even if everybody dies, which is unlikely because, you know, everybody's tacked up, they respawn in like 1 second and then jump back in like another 1 second, and then you've lost basically nothing. I thought you were gonna say 20. Nope, 25. And so yeah, we're just gonna remove, you know, this should not just be, you know, run in immediately, you know? This should be like, run in like a little tactically, you know? Tactical, and be a little tactical, whatever. And lastly, we're gonna reduce the effectiveness of Tac's quick respawn, because, oh my god. 57 ability points is the maximum, which is what it currently gives you. So it's going to give you 57 if vanilla quick respawn would activate, and 10 if it wouldn't. So in case you don't know, the way that quick respawn currently works is that if you've killed someone and then they kill you, quick respawn doesn't activate, because that'd be kind of ridiculous, just having a 2-second respawn time all the time. So if this would activate, then yeah, it's going to give you the max ability points, and if it doesn't, it's only going to give you like 10. This will be added to any QR you're actually running, which is a thing I'll go over later, because that trust me, that does matter. So most of these are just, I think it'll be cooler. Tacticooler's nerfs are a lot more tactical. It's basically required in the current meta because of the insane duration and quick respawn, so nerfing those two should bring it closer in line to the rest of them. And lastly, there's one more thing I just thought of that I also really don't like. Tacticooler is a lot... It buffs certain weapons more than it buffs others. And the reason is because the abilities themselves buff certain weapons more than they buff others. Like, do I have any run speed? I do. Okay. Get that off. And switch to Viper. Okay. So, this weapon's strafe speed is exactly as fast as its walk speed, right? Like, you can see that, clearly. And due to the way Tacticooler works, it's literally just giving you ability chunks, right? And the problem is that certain weapons really don't... It doesn't work. Such as this one. Run speed up affects me, but not my strafe speed. Which makes this weapon a lot worse at using Tacticooler than similar weapons like it. And that's just not... That's not fair. That's not fair. It doesn't deserve that. It doesn't deserve that. So, in general, I would like Tacticooler to see roughly an equal buff across all weapons. If that requires it doing some crazy, like, every weapon receives a different amount of ability points, whatever. Just make that happen, because come on, man. This weapon specifically has been pushed out of the meta because Tacticooler is required, and Tacticooler doesn't help it as much as other QR weapons, and I hate that. Prejudice. Exactly. It's basically prejudice, yeah. Alright. And also returning is Crab Tank. I don't have any tweaks for Crab Tank. It's literally just perfect balance and design-wise. It's just... Crab Tank is perfect. I have no notes. That's it. Now, Splatoon 2. This is the worst game in the series. Why is that? Because it has the worst specials in the series. Alright. So, for Splatoon 2 specials, we will be removing all of them. They all suck. Every special that's in this game and not in Splatoon 3 sucks massive balls. Ink Armor completely kills any non-shooter weapon, because, you know, you can't one-shot it for some fucking reason. Like, literally, even if you do a bajillion damage. It's absurdly overtuned, it's global range, it's just free push tool. And then Stingray is worse. In case you didn't think it, Stingray was the one that I said was worse. This is number one. This is number one on worst design specials. Because it's a global range laser, you can freely aim it, meaning that you just put this shit on objective. Like tower control overtime, literally impossible to lose if you have Stingray that does not die. Because the laser lasts literally infinite amount of time. It has wall hacks. It's horrible. It's a horrible special in literally every way. It was a bad idea from the outset. Very, very bad. Splashdown also sucks. Triple Splashdown sucks, so therefore Vanilla Splashdown sucks. Bomb launchers just really aren't fun to fight. Like here's a good example. Fucking, sorry, my Splatoon 3 muscle memory goes crazy. Because bomb launchers, again, are just kind of put the bombs on the objective. The only exception to this is Burst Bomb, because Burst Bomb Launcher is not put Burst Bomb on objective. Well, I mean, it can be that. It very much can be that. But, god damn it. Hold on. Where is it? There you are. But more so, Burst Bomb Launcher is just, hey, you want Burst Bomb for a little bit? instead of whatever bomb you normally have. And honestly, that's peak. I think that's hilarious. I think that's very funny. So we're gonna try and give a new special, because, like, this is funny. This just giving weapons burst bomb for a short period of time. I think that's extremely funny. Oh my god, Ink Armor is just Pokemon substitute. I don't know why you're just not removed, but I don't know what you mean. Stingray by Beloved. Very stupid, but I'm glad it was removed. But it was fun to use. I don't even think it was fun to use. I didn't like that shit. Ink Armor is substitute, but better. I mean, no, not in the slightest. No specials in Splat 4. So true. Okay. Baller is also horribly designed. It's literally just an HP sponge and a big explosion. The two best things a special can be. Except for Bubble Blower. Bubble Blower is sick as fuck. Wrong weapon, but sure. It has a lot of BS properties, but it's pretty well designed. So, we're gonna rework it. First of all, here's the big problem. These are very large. Like, absurdly large. That hit that guy. And you get 3 of them. Which is stupid. But that's not even the big problem. The big problem with Bubble Blower... Let me change to the real weapon. There it is. Here's the real weapon with Bubble Blower. The real problem with it is the bomb combo. Now, what's the bomb combo? The bomb combo is this. Throw a bomb, throw a bubble, throw a second bubble, throw a bomb. Boom. Now, if I was good at it, which I am not, then what would end up happening is you have 2 bubbles that instantly detonate. Which would mean a blast radius that's roughly this big. It only takes roughly a second to set up. It also, by the way, the bubbles do 250 damage for some reason. I don't know why they gave... Each bubble individually does 250 damage for some reason. And the bubbles also last forever. Like, they... Look at this. This lasts forever. So yeah, we're gonna try and remove all that bullshit. So, first of all, you cannot use your sub during Bubble Blower. Because that's dumb. That's stupid, that's dumb. It does not need that. It doesn't need that, just at all. It just simply does not need that. Now, bombs also deal less damage to bubbles. They're gonna have a negative object multiplier, because they should not be that easy to make break. Bombs do a lot of damage, and bubbles don't have that much health. So, we're just gonna make bombs do, like, 0.7 damage? I don't know. I want this to be a big nerf. We're also going to make it so that the bubbles last less time. Currently, they last 14. We're going to make it so they last 11.8. Because, you know, that's less time. I think that's roughly about right, you know. The bubble center is also now going to do less, because 250 is way too much. Especially on, like, Rainmaker Shield and whatever. It's now going to do 150, because that's nowhere near as stupid. We're also reducing the effect of special power-up, because remember, with no special power-up, this is how big the bubbles are. Not that big, and the explosion radius isn't this big either. I know it didn't look it, but there was 2 bubbles that exploded. That's why that guy got hit. And then maximum special power-up makes the bubbles, like, literally, like, as big as their rate. It's stupid. They're giant. And Lastly, other specials are going to be more effective at breaking bubbles. Like, from the opponent. Like, breaking them. Not exploding them. Breaking them. Bubble Blower in Splatoon 2, it was largely fine, but a lot of annoying attributes. Namely, Bubble Combo, which is, in a lot of situations, unreactable, with a giant hitbox, and you still get another bubble afterward. By reducing bomb damage and not allowing you to use subs during the special, I am to completely remove the bomb combo, which already removes most of the bullshit from the special. Bubbles also lasted ridiculously long, so reducing that should also reduce the special's prolonged effects, especially when this nerf is applied over all 3 bubbles. The special also had a massive lack of counters, because they were just really, really hard to break. So increasing other specials' object damage to it is gonna help with that. It also did just way too much damage, so nerf that too. And special power-up, we're gonna reduce the effect of that, because again, special power-up bubbles are broken as hell. You see the pen? I did not know. Thought it would bust a special big equal all that, but shots convert enemy. That's correct. That would be stupid. Oh my god. So yeah, that's the Bubble Blower rework. And the only other rework is this special won't be recognizable whatsoever. Meet Quad Bomb Launcher. I honestly should have just put this in the new specials category. And by new specials, I mean new special. But the thing about bomb launchers is that right now, or in Splatoon 2 and 1, the entire point of them is just, here, put bombs. Put bombs on the zone. Whatever. Put bombs on the Rainmaker shield. And that's not really fun. You can use your main weapon during it, but like you're never gonna unless you're being rushed down. Just every bomb launcher is just super spammy, except Burst Bomb, which is it is still, you still can be very spammy with it, but it's nowhere near as bad because it's Burst Bomb, which is the least bad bomb to spam aside from curling, but whatever. And it's more so just, hey, here's Burst Bomb for a little bit, you know. So now the special has 4 options, switched between by the D-pad. Up will be Splat Bomb. Right will be Burst Bomb, down will be Toxic Mist, and left will be Curling Bomb. You have 4 total of each bomb, and once you use all 4, you cannot use them anymore. You have 16 total subs in this entire special. You get 4 Splat Bombs, 4 Bursts, 4 Mists, and 4 Curlings. That's it. So what the playstyle of this will end up being is subs are meant to supplement your main weapon, so you pop this shit, it lasts forever. Do this, boom, and then you can switch to like Burst Bomb, whatever, combo with your main weapon. Its main thing is, hey, go in, go fight people, and the focus is not on spamming, because you only have 4 total, and the only 2 bombs that are even remotely spammable are Burst and Splat Bomb. There's only 8 of them total. Toxic Mist Launcher. Yeah, again, you only get 4 of them. You only get 4 of them. It's just funny, honestly. New tool special is cool though. Yeah, exactly. It's a tactics kind of thing. So I aim to increase the playmaking potential by adding a bunch of different subs, like using Curling Bomb to get in close, and then you can throw Toxic Mist where you want. Use Burst Bomb to combo better. Splat Bomb as a panic get off me. Toxic Mist Splat Bomb combo. There's a ton of cool things you can do with this, but it's very calculated due to the limited use. Bomb spam on zone won't be anywhere near as bad, as Splat, Burst, Curling don't paint anywhere near as much as Suction, especially when there's only 4 of each max. There was something else I was going to say. Right, yeah, and 4 specifically, because 1, Splatoon 4, haha. 2, there are 4 subs, and 3, 4 is the amount of teammates. So, like, I want to burst combo. I'm a slosher. I get this. I have Burst Bomb. I have Slosher Burst Bomb. Broken combo. I can use it to kill everybody on the other team once, and that is it. That is all I get to do. I don't get to kill everybody on the other team and then throw 18 more Burst Bombs. I get 4 more Splat Bombs at the most. So it's a very major rework. Because, you know, again, bomb launches as they are is just this. It is this simple. So, yeah. Alright. Alright. And that's it. It's literally just those two specials from Splatoon 2. Now, Splatoon 1 specials. Again, we're removing all of them but 2. Which is a lot more impressive, because there's only 7 specials in this game. So, Kraken, that's not making it back, because, you know, it's that's already been reworked into Kraken Royale. Ink Strike, while better than Tri-Strike in terms of tuning, is still just worse designed Booyah Bomb. Echolocator just wasn't fun. Zuka is now Tri-Zuka. Bomb Rush is dumb as hell, and we've reworked that. Whale can easily be fixed, and Bubbler was absurdly broken. But I can fix her. So, we're going to increase the time it takes to activate Bubbler. Yes, I'm a madman. I'm making Bubbler return. So let's, it's honestly, this might be more of a rework of Ink Armor than anything else, but I don't know. You can kind of debate that amongst yourself. I consider it more of a Bubbler rework, though. So, right now, Bubbler is frame 1 invincibility. That's stupid. We're going to make it 50 frames. Bubbler will now break after taking 75 HP of damage. Legitimately, I think it's all it needs. It's not global range HP chaining, unlike Ink Armor. Having it be flat 75 and not giving iframes once broken removes the bullshit one-shot counter of Ink Armor. And the increased knockback of Bubbler keeps more counterplay and trade-off elements. A lot of the attributes of Bubbler are just solely in the tuning. Frame 1 invincibility is dumb, therefore removing the frame 1 and the invincibility solves basically all its problems. And don't ask what that was, I don't fucking know. Next is the rework for Killer Whale. It's literally just one change. Literally one change, and that's it. We are going to decrease, here's the duration. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3 seconds. We're gonna make that 1 second. Whale's duration is, it led to some pretty crazy area denial, so shortening it would be good overall. Again, I think that's literally all the special needs. It's pretty damn well designed. It's just that, like, you know, using this on tower for 3 seconds is kind of stupid. So just one. We're gonna keep basically everything else the same. I like Whale a lot. Because it has a lot of startup, and the positioning and the aim is important, you know, all that. Alright. Lastly, I have one idea for a completely new special. I'm going to switch over to Splatoon 3 for this. Introducing... Oh, sorry, hold on. Let me read the slide first. I do have one completely new special idea that I think could be really cool. One that I completely stole from my chat. But I like the tweaks I made enough to still call the idea my own. Introducing the Swirl Pool. The Swirl Pool is a special similar to Wavebreaker in use, but once deployed... Sorry, my thing is in the way. But once deployed, gives a far different effect, designed to give the advantage to players with higher mobility and lower range. Pop the special, and you get like a Octo Expansion end level pole in your hands that you throw similar to Wavebreaker. Once thrown, it will stay in place and start deploying. During this time, it can be shot at to be broken, having 500 HP. After roughly 1 second, it will start sucking opponents into it, enough to where walking speed will counter the pole. Like base walking speed, I mean. Can counter the pole. So like, you know, there's a swirl pool right here. This, I'm holding directly away, and I'm moving nowhere. Exactly nowhere. The pool has a radius roughly as large as... Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let me do a better painting weapon than this. Is this too far? Slightly. Paintbrush should be good. Yeah, there we go. Roughly this big. That it looks kind of big because of this shit, but no, it's like that in diameter. You know, you get the idea. This pole will very slowly, very slowly, suck up enemy ink on the ground. This will not affect any player shots, just ink on the ground, and can very easily be outpainted by even the worst painting weapons. And when I say worst, I mean it can easily be outpainted by, like, what's a really bad painting? I'll use a blaster. I'll use range. It can be outpainted by this. It is not hard to outpaint this thing at all. This pole would normally be a pretty strong effect, so it does have some drawbacks. 1, it will only drag grounded opponents into it, meaning you can jump to escape its effect. Moving with the pole also obviously makes you faster, so you retain a movement mix-up at the cost of being farther into the radius, because, you know, you don't want to be closer to the radius of that, because that makes it harder to get out of, obviously. If you're outside the radius, you will not at all be dragged into the swirl pool. It's not a gradient where you're sucked in more the closer you are. No, it's literally just, if you're in it, you're in it, and if you're not, you're not. While in this radius, you also cannot squid roll, because that's kind of dumb. And if you swim into it and jump, it won't pull you. It won't pull you. After roughly 7 seconds of the swirl pool being active, it will stop pulling for half a second, then explode with a radius slightly smaller than the pulling radius. So, like, probably as much as the original radius I painted. There is no cooldown. After throwing the pole, it will reset the special gauge instantly. Special power-up will increase the range slightly of the inward pull and final explosion. Overall, the goal of this special is to provide an area where fighting somebody could be very dangerous. Having a movement diff along with a potential shield, because remember, the thing is breakable, therefore it can act as a shield, is a wonderful thing against something like a charger, and weapons like, where the fuck did I... And weapons like Luna Blaster would have a field day in this thing. Just fucking whoop, boop, big ass explosion, boop, 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 boop. The special being breakable also adds plenty of counterplay, and also reduces the put it on the objective nature as well. I think the special could be a very unique, aggressive area denial / displacement option that would be very fun to play with and against. The overall design of the specials is, with past winning the Final Fest, it makes sense to bring back Splatoon 1's more selfish special design, which Splatoon 3 already kinda has. I think the tweaks and reworks I've outlined would go a long way to realizing that. I think these make the specials a lot more interesting to make plays with, and that's the ultimate goal. The lack of many good displacement tools will also hopefully push the maps into a better direction. To illustrate why this design for specials is better than anything else, I would like to show a video to the class. This video is fucking incredible, by the way. Do dodge roll ignore the movement nerf for no dodge rolls? They don't ignore it, but like they're a lot faster than it. 'Cause, you know, dodge rolls are just very fast. Where do I... Okay, is the audio... The audio does exist. Alright, cool. So I'm going to show a video to the class here. This is Grand Finals of a Splatoon 2 tournament.
This is Grand Finals of Area Cup number 69. So I got sent a screenshot about this, but I wanted to watch the game. I haven't seen this full game before, so we're gonna take a look at this. Apparently, well, I mean, I know the end screen, so apparently this match is it's something. So you see the K shots, paint in the flank. The V-Jets are on snipe. Painted zone. The Gals set up. Everyone getting in very defensive positions. There's the missiles from the V-Jet.
Starfish? Yeah, Starfish is so bad.
Are staying on snipe, and both
Hi,
K
freak.
shots,
Okay, hi.
are on the nest right now.
I can see how bad this is. It's real bad.
Here and over
So,
here.
you see how nobody is
And the
moving,
Fuel
right?
Cruiser's getting backed up by the missile. He might threaten a flank. The shot's still on nest. He's gonna use another set of 10 missiles. By the
What
way,
is Starfish? This map. This map.
from the map we saw earlier at the start, that there are, I think, 7 LDE and 7 Object Shredder, so a lot of last ditch here. The Squeezer bubbles, but he doesn't follow up. The mist keeps him out. There's a, yeah, always on the
Interactive
flank.
gameplay.
It's not, never mind, it's not flanking. The Zap died, though. The K-Shot's
Yeah, never mind, he's not
left
flanking.
nest. The other K-Shot's trying to get back in nest. The V-Jets have not left snipe.
V-Jets have literally been here the entire game.
They're going to be using missile. I don't know why they're only missiling the opponent's V-Jet. I feel like you want to missile a lot of people. You don't need all 10 to move them. I guess he didn't really move anyway. Bubbles. Yeah, not doing a lot.
And then the
That's a
missiles
lot
are
of
gonna
missiles.
move
They're
them.
gonna completely flip mid. Okay. Both the V-Jets are still on snipe. The K-Shot's still on nest. Alright. Thrilling. Booyah.
Nobody is moving this entire match.
I think this yellow team has pretty much stayed.
The music completely, it really does.
Since the game began. More missiles from the V-Jet. They're at 6 missiles each right now.
6 missiles each, it's been 2 minutes. 6 missiles each, it's been 2 minutes.
The jet. Oh, yeah, there's 2 sets of missiles. He's gonna back up. Let's see him going with the bubbles. Right in the zone. Nice. 1, 2. Armor comes out. Bubble.
Alright, and he's back.
They're down. The Zap is down, but they use missile again. The shot's backing up. He's close to missile. He's gonna go back to his snipe. Shot on his 6th missile right now. Opposing shot's only on his 5th missile. He really should be playing better. V-Jets are both on their 8th missile. They're kind of in sync right now. Probably because they're both doing the exact same thing.
So bad.
Trying to get bubble.
It's so
Zap's
bad.
still staying here. The other Zap painting. Oh, bubble! Dude, every time they bubble, it's the only time things move. They move like 2 inches, and then they go back to normal. But they move. Ooh, look at him keep the bubble up. He's actually pressuring the Gal. We have an actual fight! Yo! Even the commentators are hyped. They're like, yo, they're finally fighting! Okay. And now they're actually able to poke the V-Jet a little bit, but it looks like it's not really doing a lot. And he's getting backed up now. Oh, he's gonna have to go back. The V-Jet will not leave snipe yet. The commentators got excited. Stuff happened. The zone's being painted now. Oh, the zone is flipped.
It's so bad.
Oh, the zone's flipped again. The quality is dropping a bit. Area capture quality.
Oh
There
my
we go.
god.
Bubbles. Nice. The V-Jet's at 12 missiles right now, by the way. Tracks on the screen. The K-Gal hasn't gotten a single kill. He's got
12 missiles.
The QR is not getting a lot of value. I'm pretty sure
And there's still a minute left.
So I think his QR might be kind of worthless. Neither of the V-Jets have a kill either, but I don't think they care about that. Oh, double missile at the same time. Nice. They're going to flip it. The zone hasn't gone under 50. It's been 4 minutes right now. Oh, those missiles. Ooh, almost breaks it. Another set of missiles. Ooh, he got backed up a little bit. Nice.
There are so many missiles.
Bubble, here we go. It doesn't find. Oh, he's
Missiles again. There we go.
That's good. The V-Jets are both at 14 missiles now. Oh, the lead switch. They weren't able to paint the zone well enough. Oh, the zone flipped. No, now it flipped. Okay, okay. Oh, the shot moved off of the nest for like the first time, and he got a kill. But I don't think he can approach the squeezer. They have to get the zone though. The squeezer died to a bomb. Wait, that actually might have hard thrown the game. Wait, the shot's actually being aggro though. Oh, it's a paint battle. Oh, it's over. Wow, what a match that was. A game. Wow. And that's it.
How many missiles?
Wins.
How many missiles? 10, 15, 11, 60. There were... That's... What is that? That's 50... What is that? 52? 52 missiles in that game. That is 10 missiles a minute. That's 10 missiles per minute. 5 each team. So yeah, I think that's pretty. I think that explains it. Oh my god, and that's only 4 of the people with missiles, dude. There are only 4 people with missiles there. All right, that's the biggest section of this, like the biggest rework section of this stream. I'm going to go take a brief bathroom break. Don't you love S2? No. No, I really don't. I just have to be honest. Oh, my God. My God. All right. Next, subs. There's a lot of tweaks I want to make, but overall I'm happy with the state they're in. Basically, every sub is unique. It has a purpose, you know. However, I am going to be removing one sub. This piece of shit. We're removing Angle Shooter. It simply doesn't match the design of any other sub. Subs are all reliable at the cost of your ink tank. And this one, a skill shot weapon that's very cheap, is the opposite of that, meaning that it fundamentally does not work on most weapons. The only actual example of a good pairing with it is this, the Rapid Blaster Pro. And the only reason that is because the main weapon is more of a sub-weapon than the sub-weapon. So we're gonna remove it instead of trying to fix it. I can't fix her. I can't fix her. So Angle Shooter is only a sub on yeah, exactly. Alright, so Splat Bomb, Suction Bomb, Fizzy Bomb, and Squid Beacon are all unchanged. Burst Bomb will go back to 40% of your ink tank rather than 45%. 45 is just, my god, it's a fucking lot, man. No, fucking, where the fuck is V-Splash? Just 40% was fine. 45, that's too much. That's too much. No weapon can actually use Burst Bomb anymore, and I don't like that. Sprinkler will no longer decay over time, behaving closer to Splatoon 1, because just, like, I don't think I need to explain why your turret that is meant to paint for you and do a bunch of damage, I don't need to explain why it decaying over time is a bad thing. It just makes it horrible to use. I'm also making Sprinkler cost less ink because it's 50%. Or it's currently 60%. I'm making it 50%, which, yeah. See, look. This is how bad it gets. Really bad. The sprinkler inside of Big Bubbler that I added is going to be roughly this speed, by the way. Maybe even slower. Which, so, 50 does mean you can technically throw 2 sprinklers, but the thing is, why would you do that? Because you throw one, and then the other just... Why would you do that? This isn't really a tweak balance-wise, but I wanted to include it anyway. Splash Wall will gain a throwing reticle. It does not have this. Why doesn't it have this? Where am I gonna throw it? Curling Bomb is also going to cost less ink, going from 65 to 55. Curling Bomb's main use is as a mobility tool, and it using as much ink as it does is a crime. It's a crime. So we're gonna go from 65 to 55, meaning that you can more consistently use it. Let's see, where... There you are. Auto Bomb's walking speed will also slightly increase. I'm not naming a specific amount, just like, it's gonna be a little faster at chasing people. That's literally it. That's all I'm changing. Just, you know, just make it a little faster. Point Sensor is also getting an ink cost buff, going from 45 to 40% of your ink tank, because, come on, please, it needs more than that. Ink Mine's explosion radius will be slightly larger. Where the fuck is Ink Mine? Splash no reticle because it's so real, honestly. We're just gonna make this a little bigger. The actual explosion, I mean. Just a little, just so it's harder to escape. Torpedo, yet again, is getting an ink efficiency buff, going from 65% of your ink tank to 55. It being more expensive than Autobomb is weird. Is always weirded me out. Because I know it used to be like as much as Burst Bomb and it was broken, but that's whatever. Shut up. This isn't as bad. I'm making it 55, not fucking 60 or 40. When aiming down sends it farther. Yeah, it's fucked. And lastly, Toxic Mist. Toxic Mist will now stick to opponents if you direct hit them. Toxic Mist is a lot like Disruptor in Splatoon 1, except Disruptor is just, you do it, and then boom, they are, for like a while, permanently affected, doesn't matter where they move. It was very, very broken. And also, it was extremely cheap. Extremely cheap. So we're going to give it the ability to do that, except instead of being a giant AoE that applies that status effect, the Toxic Mist just sticks to them. It's just going to stick to them if they move. If you direct them, which for some reason is not a thing in the game. And you will also lose the ability to squid roll. Because right now, if you go inside a Toxic Mist and then squid roll, you just kind of get out of it for free. So we're going to get rid of the ability to do that. Disruptor gets more fresh. Yeah, exactly. Disruptor. Oh my god, yeah. I just want subs overall to be better, like more in line with bombs, and not be a death sentence if you get a bad one. By making bad subs better, I aim to make kits overall better. Mains, I'm gonna abstain from main tweaks. We'd be here all day, and they don't matter that much, outside of just game balance. The only thing I'll mention is that GooTuber should be able to use its sub and keep its charge. This would give it a lot more of an identity compared to Squiffer, whereas right now Squiffer is just better GooTuber. Abilities. The state of abilities in Splatoon 3, while better than 1 and 2, still leaves a lot to be desired. There are far too many utility subs, making builds overall super gear-hungry, nerfing a lot of weapons individually... Nerfing a lot of weapons individuality and viability. Gear is also very, very grindy, which I hate. I aim to fix both of those and add some new abilities that enhance some playstyles. I don't know why I'm... Quisk Respawn will now partially activate if you die after splatting someone. It will activate at about 1/3 strength. At full strength is exactly how it worked in Splatoon 1. And that was stupid because it was broken, and no matter what, you had a 2-second respawn time. Absurdly broken. Horrible, horrible. Really good idea for Goo rework. I think that's also a Prochara rework, I think. So yeah, now quick respawn, even if you kill people, will activate about 1/3 strength. I hate an ability that kind of punishes you for playing well, even if it is a necessarily balanced factor, so I'm just gonna give it a little bit of like, hey, this still works a little bit. Just a little. Bro, yeah, real. The curves for Intensify will reduce... Yeah, the ability curves for Intensify Action Up will reduce the effect of lower quantities. Right now, this in combination with Ink Res and Quick Super Jump are basically required to have at least one sub, removing some gear freedom, because, you know, you have 3 mains and 9 subs, and Intensify, Ink Res, QSJ, Bomb Defense Up, and Special Saver, that's like that's over half your subs. And those are all basically required for any build. It's dumb. I don't like that. So we're going to make Intensify Action. If you want to run Intensify, you have to commit more. Bomb Defense Up DX will be removed. It's not a fun ability. It's dumb. Good riddance. I hate it breaking combos. It's stupid. I don't like it. LDE will be further nerfed. It used to give you way too much of every ability. Now it's going to give you 12 ability points, which is 4 subs. What does the DX mean? The DX means that Alright, you ready for a history lesson? You activated history lesson mode. You ready for this? Alright, so, in Splatoon 1 and early Splatoon 2, there was an ability called Cold-Blooded. It reduced the time that you are located. That's literally it. So if you got hit by a point sensor, instead of being located for like 5 seconds or whatever, you'd be located for like 4.7 or whatever. It's very dumb. This is not like a shirt exclusive or whatever. No, this was just an ability. And then, so in Splatoon 2, they merged Bomb Defense Up, and Cold-Blooded into Bomb Defense Up DX. And I think now in this game, I want to say it's called Sub-Resistance. Sub-Resistance Up. Used to a quarter of the time. Oh, that's crazy. So yeah, I'm removing that from the game, because removing combos... I just realized you didn't see that on screen, but whatever. It's fine. I was checking for myself anyway. Tenacity's effectiveness will be buffed. Tenacity is where if you have less opponents, or if you have less of your team alive than your opponent, then you'll gain special. You know, it's like tenacity. We're just going to buff that's effectiveness, because right now it's kind of underpowered. Haunt now gives you 20 points for special if you revenged kill the haunted player. Haunt is basically, if you die, you locate, only you, just you, are able to see where the haunted player, the one that just killed you, is. You're able to see where they are. But yeah, so now if you revenge kill them, you will get 20 points for special. That's simple. That's simple. Just want to make it a bit more like, oh, you're haunted now. You know what I mean? And then the last one is just thermal ink now works. So the thing about where's do I have? I know I have thermal ink. Where the fuck is it? There we go. So, what Thermal Ink is if you shoot someone, then you, like, semi-locate them. What? Sorry, huh? Did they remove that from the fucking training mode? Why? Okay, I'll go to Splatoon 2, I guess. That's such a... Huh? That's very dumb. Yeah, that's Thermal Ink. This is what Thermal Ink does. Doesn't work on S3 dummies. That's so weird. But the thing about Thermal Ink that makes it suck is that on every weapon that it would be useful on, it's not. And what I mean by that is, like, this would be really helpful on, like, a blaster, right? Because, you know, you chip damage around corners. That's, like, its whole thing. And then you've located them. Let me get a longer range one. This is absurd. Like, you know, you do this and, like, oh, look, I know where they are now. But the reason... Look at this. You can't see it. Why is that? Because this does not apply Thermal Ink. This does. Only direct hits with blasters activate Thermal Ink. For 4 of the 7 blasters in Splatoon 3, this means that they just don't work. Because, you know, the directs kind of one-shot people. Locate that, fucker! Like, that, you know how not helpful locating a dead person is? It's pretty not helpful. And then on the other ones, it's still pretty bad. It's still pretty bad because, you know, you want to be able to do like this, but no, you can only on direct do you get the Thermal Ink. So thermal ink now works on, you know, weapons that would want to have thermal ink. It just works no matter what. Doesn't matter how much damage it takes, how much damage you do. You simply do that. So yeah, we're making that work. Next, we got some new ones. Slayer obviously would need a different name, and Splatter sounded stupid in my head. It's a assured ability, and gives you 5% of your ink tank back for every assist, and 15% for every kill. It is as simple as it sounds. It might be a bit overtuned. It might need to be nerfed to like 3% and 7 or 8%, but you get the idea. Ink to ink? What do you mean ink to ink? Hold on, okay. Next thing, we're gonna increase the damage of this. Oh yeah, that, right. That's a good clue. Alright, let me look at this. No. Damn, this is cool. That's a good animation. I like that. Dust to dust with ink. I don't know what that is. That must be a reference to something I don't know about. If you could add one guild kit, I wouldn't. They don't. It makes no sense. So you added Slayer. Oh, is that the joke you're making? God damn it. Oh yeah, and then okay. So next, Pusher. Hat ability. It's reverse tenacity. Gives you special when the opponent has less teammates than you. Pretty simple. Again. I think it's Potemkin would be cool. God. And lastly, main power-up. I know what you're thinking. This isn't a bad idea. Damage up is absurd, and stupid, and dumb. We won't be giving anything damage up. Unless we feel like it, because I am very confident it will not be a problem. It's now a shirt ability, not a stackable sub-ability, which makes us a lot easier to balance. This is now completely unable to be stacked, which means we can give it more individualized effects. For example, Splashmatic could go from 28 damage to 30, giving it the ability to combo with 4 more things. Honestly, that might be a bit much, because that's kind of crazy, but you get the idea. We wouldn't have to completely say no damage up, because it's not stackable. Alright, and lastly, the grinding for gear abilities is stupid. I hate it. So we're gonna just make it a lot easier. A main ability costs 15. It used to cost 45. Subs. Excuse me. Subs cost 10, 20, and 30. Your first sub is 10. And then if you try to do the same ability twice, it's 20, and then if you try to do it a third time, it's 30 for some fucking reason. So yeah. Sub now costs 5 each, repeat costs 10 and 15. Splatfest tees are now a brand that favors no specific ability. Because right now Splatfest tees are a brand that favor ink resistance, And what that ends up, what that means is, what that means is, I have 92 ink res chunks. I have 11 sub up chunks. I had 4 swim up chunks. There's just, you have so many more of these than you should. Pusher could be called Snowballer. It could, yeah. It just takes a lot of time to farm gear, even for one piece, and there's 3 of them, by the way. So I want to reduce that. Scrubbing gear is fine. I think that's fine to cost a decent bit, but 45 for a main and 60 for a pure is too much. That's 105 total for one piece of gear. That's dumb. And you only get 3 per like hour of play. It's stupid. Splatfest He's favoring ink res is dumb because I don't need that much ink res ever. And also, I have a couple of UI tweaks. Bring back the ability thing from Splatoon 1. This is literally just what it sounds like. There's in the corner of Splatoon 1, you see that? See that? Hold on, let me go to a beacon weapon. Alright. So if I jump to this, actually it might not show. There it is! See? See? It tells you when your ability is active. God damn it. It tells you... See, you can see your own mains in the corner. And it tells you when your ability is active. Which, like, that's just so helpful. Like, I don't know why they would remove this, either. I miss this a lot. But yeah, I like it a lot. Especially because if we add a visualizer for things like LDE, Opening Gambit, Opening Gambit gives you... It's timer-based, so if you had a visualizer for how much longer it lasts, or how much special you're gaining from Tenacity, stuff like that, that would be very, very, very helpful. And lastly, this is something that I never personally thought of, but like most of my friends have nitpicked the fuck out of this. Add an ink tank visualizer in the bottom right. Just, you know, just to make it a bit easier to read your ink tank. Maps have been a hot button issue for literally every Splatoon game, except one, arguably, and even then, one has some ass maps. Walleye Warehouse, looking at you. Salt Spray Rig, looking at you. There are more. I have 2 major changes. One, right now they feel very samey. Like, there is no map that feels like Kelp Dome. Bring back wacky bullshit. And maps now have 2 spawn points. You spawn in, like, I don't know, a fucking bunker or whatever, and jump to teammates or either spawn point, and the second spawn point is more of a flank. This will hopefully force the maps to be better, as they will all now have at least some sort of flank. It is sad that I feel like I need to force this. And overall, I want kits with more selfish playmaking power like Splatoon 1. Past won the Splatfest, so it makes a lot of sense. I'll be making 2 kits for each main weapon currently in the game, because 3 was a lot of work. Oh my god. There will be, eventually there will be 3 kits in this game. There should not just be 2 kits for every weapon. Splatoon 3, sorry. And spoiler alert, a lot of these are just kits that are already in 1, 2, or 3. A lot of these aren't going to be original at all, whatsoever. So just keep that in mind. Add a tutorial on how to turn it off. You could, yeah. So, first, the Sploosh-O-Matic. Splat Bomb Trizuka, it's just the Sploosh 7 kit from Splatoon 1. Pretty simple. This looks like shit, but, well, whatever. Neo Sploosh is going to have Curling and Swirlpool. This is going to give it... This is not a competitively viable kit. It's just a fun one. Just use this shit, overwhelm people at close range. I just think it'd be fun. Junior, Splat Bomb and Bubbler. You know, that's just an iconic pairing. Works far better than Big Bubbler ever did. And with Bubbler's kind of ink armor-ish rework, I think it'll be a lot better. Like, not by better, I mean worse, which is, you know, better for the game. And then Torp Bubble Blower, I just think was peak on it. I think that was very funny. That was a very funny kit, and I liked it. Splash, Burst Crab, give that back. Love that kit. And Fizzy Zip. Why the fuck doesn't this... why does it have Suction Tri-Strike? Fuck that. Give it Fizzy Zip. Alright, Aerospray, Suction Booyah, just solid all-around support kit. Burst Kraken, this is literally just, hey, this is the Kraken farm, and I think that's funny. Because farming Kraken, I think that's hilarious. And also just sick, honestly. Splattershot. Splattershot, very simple. Give it T-Tech from Splatoon 2, and the vanilla T-Tech from Splatoon 1, and T-Tech from Splatoon 2. So that's Suction Zuka and Suction Zuka and Splat Bomb Jet. These were both very fun kits. I liked them a lot. That kit screams play Rushdown Aerospray. I dare you. Exactly. That's why. That's it's in Splatoon 1, by the way. I should clarify that. This is a Splatoon 1 kit. Let me find it. Just so I have proof that I'm not crazy. See? Burst Kraken. It's so funny. It's such a funny kit. I love it. PG kit was hype. I love it. 52. Splash Wall Killer Whale. This is a Splatoon 1 reference. I like this kit a lot. Wall on it isn't the problem. Booyah Bomb was. Or, sorry, Wall and Booyah Bomb was. So, this is fine. This is also technically a Splatoon 3 reference kit, because it had Wall and Whale 5.1. Whale 5.1 stupid. By the way, ignore how stupid the Killer Whale icon looks. This was the best I could do. I promise you it was the best I could do. It's funny. It is kind of funny. And then Curling Stamp, meme kit. Complete meme kit, I think it's just funny. I don't want a really good 52... I don't want a meta 52 kit. I hate 52. Yes, I am giving it preferential treatment. Yes, I am prejudiced. Why do you ask? And then the two kits in Splatoon 3 for Zap already, I think, are perfect. There's no changes needed. Slap Pro, I like the K Pro and Forge Pro from Splatoon 2. I love those a lot. Splat Bomb, Booyah Bomb works really well on it. Suction Bomb, Bubble Blower also works pretty well on it. I just think those are two very fun kits. 96, I like Sprinkler back on it, honestly. I do. And I also like the existing Deco kit, just the Wall Kraken. I love Wall Kraken 96. One of my favorite weapons. Jet Sculpture, I did like Toxic Mist on it, but I kind of wanted to give it Booyah Bomb, because I think that's just a lot more interesting to give an anchor. And then Burst Whale, I just think that one's just cool. I just think it's cool. Nova, Mine Whale, that one's kind of a meme kit, but also it's mostly meant for like tower control. It's a tower control kit. And then Point Sensor, I'm gonna be honest, I fucking hate Nova. I just think the design of it is fundamentally dumb, so I'm giving it bad kits on purpose. What? Can you blame me? Can you blame me? Genuinely, can you blame me? I don't like that weapon. L3. Torp Jet, I just like Torp Jet for it. Torp works really well for L3. Jet works really well for L3. Burst works really well for it. Kraken works really well for it. I love me some aggro kits. What is Nova? Splattershot Nova. I hate Nova. I don't like it. It's a long range. Hold on. It's a poor design. It really is. It really is. If I wasn't committing to a everyone is here philosophy, then I would just remove it. I don't like the gameplay it encourages. It's a long-range paint support. And I hate it. It has semi-decent... This thing... Okay. Also, it's a fucking 5-shot, and its spread is really bad. So, basically, the playstyle of this weapon is... It's fucked up, and I don't like it. Yeah, I love me some aggro L3. What can I say? H3, we're giving it back Cherry H3 from S1. And we're giving it the Suction Bomb Cooler kit from this game. Wait, I actually don't remember. Is it Suction Cooler, or is it Suction on one and then Cooler on the other? I don't remember. I actually straight up just don't remember. Yeah, it's okay. It was Wall. Yeah, we're giving it Suction Cooler because that's just better. Squeezer, I like the foil kit from 2, and I like the vanilla kit from this game. I like them. I like those a lot. They're just very, very solid kits. Carbon Roller, I like Burst Zuka on it. That was good in Splatoon 1, it's good in this game. Or it's good in Splatoon 1, it's good in 3, it's great. Just all around great kit. And then Splat Bomb Stamp, I just think would be funny. I just think would be really funny on it, honestly. Notice how even though I changed Zipcaster specifically around this thing, I'm still not giving it Zipcaster. However, I am giving it to Splat Roller. I think Splat Roller with Mine and Zip would be hilarious. You place ink mines, you put Zip right where the ink mine is, and then you just shark. You literally... If somebody tries to fuck up your recall, you have ink mines and you have a sharking roller ready to fucking... I think that kit's peak. It's probably not competitively good, but my god do I want to play that. I want to play this thing. I don't care that I'm removing Crack on Roller from the game. I want this goddamn kit in the game so bad. Put Crack on Roller as the 3rd kit, whatever. Do this. I want that. I want it so bad. And yeah, Curling Big Bubbler, that's like a perfect kit for it also. And then, honestly, the 2 Dynamo kits are also really good. Just buff Dynamo, which I didn't say to do, but like do that. Yeah, I didn't say to do that, but you know, you should do that because I hate the state it's in. But the 2 kits it has are perfectly fine for it, and I love them a lot. So, like, in theory, these are really good kits. Flingza, haha, no missiles, L, idiot. And then, so, this one is more the Autobomb Booyah kit. This is more of a, just, like, support from the back lines, you know, but also... I like this because both the main, sub, and special, all of them are versatile. You can sit back from a distance and use them, or you can go up and, you know, use them up close, and that's why I like that kit. And then Suction Wave, I just think that's the best, full sit back and do shit, kit it could possibly get. I say best, not balance-wise, because I'm giving it Wavebreaker deliberately, because that thing getting a paint special is horrible. Which is, like, not really that much of a problem on Booyah, because, you know, Booyah takes a long time to charge up, and blah, 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 blah. Big Swig, I love Big Swig. I want Big Swig to be good. I'm giving it good kits. It has Torp, Bubbler, just, you know, full-on fucking support kit. Just go nuts with it. And then if you wanna go ham, Pop Bubbler, go in, Torp, Vertical Flick's a great combo. It's great. What's special about Big Swig? Big Swig is fun. Big Swig is fun. You have no idea. Big Swig as a main weapon is maybe my favorite main weapon in the game. I love it. The other give Big Swig cooler. No. For some reason... They murdered Big Swig kit-wise. It has Splash Wall, which no roller has ever wanted, and Ink Vac, which this whole thing, this weapon's whole thing is paint support. So it not being able to paint support for 6 seconds is dumb. Now, granted, this wouldn't be as bad since we've given Vac the ability to switch back, but, you know, I'm still not giving it Inkvac. It's like cheesy fun. It really is. So, Big Swig's whole thing is big-ass paint. Big-ass paint. This is a big-ass paint, you know? But, small-ass damage. Small-ass damage. Small-ass damage. But, it also has vertical flick, which is the exact opposite of that. Big-ass range. Hold on. There we go. Small-ass paint. And big-ass damage. So it's just... You just go around, you're supporting, you're playing support, and then somebody's like, oh shit, I don't need paint, I need someone to help kill me. Boom, boom. And it's like, it's hard to hit these shots, however... be damage. It's mix-max. Yeah, exactly. It's great. It's great. I love it. I love it. So yeah, Torp Bubbler is great for it. Just go in. Just, you know, pop Bubbler, go in. Torp vertical flick. Torp horizontal flick, even. Mix-max. Yeah. Yeah. And then Fizzy... Not min-max. Mix-max. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Fizzy, Swirlpool. Swirlpool is just like, I just think it's fun on it because big hitbox and Swirlpool equals good. And then Fizzy is just like, you know, helps the pain output of it. Squiffer, I'm giving it new Squiffer from this game because I love that one, and I'm giving it Fresh from Splatoon 2 because I love that one. They're very simple. Now, we removed Tri-Strike, so I'm giving it Chump. That's the closest thing to a good paint special that this thing is going to get. I'm not giving it Booyah Bomb. Fuck you. And I like Splat Bomb back on it. I like Splat Bomb back on it a lot. It's just a shame that Vac is in a very terrible balance spot in S3. And then I like the custom Me Leader kit from Splatoon 2, and I like the vanilla one from Splatoon 2. I told you, a lot of these are going to just be returning kits. Bamboozler. Curling Tacticooler I think would just be fun on it. And this was one of the ones that had Burst Launcher in Splatoon 2, so we're going to give it Fizzy and Quad Launcher. Because, you know, Burst Launcher on Bamboo is very fun. Curling on it is also just good. Toxic Mist on it is funny. And Splat Bomb on it is obviously good because it's Splat Bomb. GooTuber, a Curling Jet would be honestly kind of fire in this game. Because, yeah, I remember I gave it the ability to use its sub. So that's a fun kit. And then Torp Big Bubbler. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing putting Big Bubbler on this, but I do think. No, that's just a garbage special. I don't know what I'm doing. Put Killer Whale on that instead. Pretend that's Killer Whale. All right. But oh yeah, by the way, I should mention I did try and use every sub. Like, I did try to make every sub, like, roughly evenly distributed. That way there's not, like, one weapon with point sensor. So, if you see some questionable sub choices, that's probably why. I'd probably main Bamboo Kid, too. I do like Bamboo Kid, too. That one's very fun. Snipe Rider, the kit it has right now is perfect. Nerf it, obviously. Nerf the weapon. I hate it. That's why I nerf Tacticooler so much. But, otherwise, it's, you know, it's a good kit for it. And then Wall Whale. I don't want to give this thing a special that paints. Fuck that. So I'm giving it Whale and Wall. I think that'd be a fun kit. And then Slosher Deco. I like this Slosher Deco kit a lot. Fizzy and Quad Launcher. That's just peak for it. That's peak, honestly. And then Vanilla having Zipcaster and Suction. Just solid overall kit. Try Burst Bubbler from Splatoon 2, or I guess technically it was Armor in that game, but whatever. Was peak. It was just peak. I loved it a lot. And then this one, it having Fizzy Bomb is great, and I love it having Swirlpool, because it's, again, just another low-range, big hitbox weapon that it just would pair really well with Swirlpool. The two machine kits in this game are honestly pretty good. I like them. It is clearly time for me to drink more water. Jesus Christ. TT, the magical drink, it wettens your throat and makes you think. Okay. Next. Blobber. Beacon quad launcher, I just think would be fun on it. I just think Blobber has a pretty decent beacon niche. I think that'd be a really fun kit. And quad launcher is self-explanatory. Curling on it is also good, which is, again, why quad launcher is good on it. But I like whale on it just because I think this thing farming killer whale is hilarious to me. I have no idea why. I just think that's really funny. Explo point. This is one of the few weapons that is like actually good with point sensor. And Booyah Bomb, just because like I want it to have a some kind of ability to help with either paint output, paint output actually, and kind of close range. And then I love the Sprinkler Bubble Lure kit. I love that one. That was my favorite. That was one of my favorite weapons, period, in Splatoon 2. Dread. Suction Swirlpool, again, just big hitbox weapon. Just fun one. Suction Bomb, already great on it. And then Torp Big Bubbler, I think this one would just be funny, because you get Bug Bubbler a lot, and then you pop it, you move out of it a little, like you use Big Bubbler on a choke, and then you move back from the choke, and you are just there, big ass hitbox, two big hitboxes in the Bubbler and Torpedo if you want as well. 1224 mortar but hip fired. That would be kind of funny. Alright. Next. Mini. We're giving it Disruptor Bubbler from Splatoon 1. Except instead of Disruptor, it's Toxic Mist, and it takes skill now. And Burst Swirlpool is also peak on this thing, because just mini Splatling in a Swirlpool, god, that would be so peak. I can't even begin to describe how peak that would be. Heavy Sprinkler. I just like the two kits it has in Splatoon 3. They're really good kits. I like them a lot. Hydra. I like Auto Booyah. That's a pretty good kit for it. And then curling back, I think, would just be funny. Gives it a bit of a movement option, and then back for a bit more support. Mini Splatling is just fast. Mini Splatling is great. Mini Splatling is wonderful. Where is this thing? I'm sorry. I'm thinking about how peak this would be. I fucking love this weapon. I love this weapon so much. I love it. Charge time's like non-existent too. It's great. It's so good. I love it. Differences between Splittlings? Okay. So Mini is this one. That's Mini. Heavy. You could add any. Heavy is longer charge time, longer range. Pretty simple. And then Hydra. Hydra is crazy. Hydra is actually cool. I love Hydra. It's so bad, but like it's so... I love it. Like so bad balance-wise, I mean. It's a real head scratch. So if you don't charge it that much, then the bullets only do 32. But on a full charge, they do 40. So it really incentivizes you to charge, because if you charge, that straight up reduces the shots to kill. The charge time looks like this, but remember, when charging, the first ring takes forever, and the second ring doesn't. But when firing, they're the exact same. They drain the exact same amount, right? So what this thing's whole gimmick is like, oh, you better not let me charge, or else I'm just gonna fucking completely fuck your shit up. Like, I mean, look at that. It lasts forever. It's great. I love Hydra. I like Hydra a lot. And then... Ballpoint. Ballpoint's cool. Ballpoint's cool. It's basically mini Splatling, but also Hydra Splatling. It's a little worse than Mini at being Mini, and it's a little worse than Hydra at being Hydra. But you know, it's a more versatile anchor that's basically like, all right, I can do this, blah 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 blah, and if I need to, I'm being rushed down. Hold on, let me do this. Let me go on flanks. Let me whatever. TF2, I mean, kinda, yeah. Splatling more than 2 rings. That would be sick. I would love that a lot. Speaking of Ballpoint, Beacon's peak on this. I wish Splatoon 3 had the Beacon kit so bad. This is just the Beacon weapon. It's just the Beacon weapon entirely, because it can go on flanks pretty well and place beacons in fucky places, or it can be an anchor and provide beacons that way. It's just the Beacon weapon, period. And then Crab Tank. Crab Tank is also, I think that's just, I just think that one's really fucking fun on that. I just think that's cool. I don't know. Just, you know, a bit of, like, I'm still anchoring, but also now I have a shield I can duck into, you know? And then the other one, Ink Mine, is also pretty good on it, and I like the idea of Big Bubbler on it, because you can kind of threaten inside the bubbler pretty well. Because, you know, you look like that. Also, I should clarify that this, you know, like, you can threaten inside the bubble and all that. This Splatling also is one of the two, that you can recharge during your charge. You should add flank routes to bowling. Alright, and then next is the Nautilus. This one's probably my favorite. Every Splatling you want run speed on, except this one, because it's very, very bad. But the multiplayer maps and modes have been updated. And what that means is, no. So, this one is the only Splatling to have a charge hold. So, you know. And also, this thing is basically hit scan. Like, the shot velocity is just fucking insane. Charge time, pretty good. Fire time, also pretty good. Range, also pretty good. Like, it's just solid all around. You gotta make idols. No, I don't. No, I don't. That's Nintendo's job. I don't feel like doing that. I'm the gameplay department, alright? The kits we're gonna be giving this is Suction Inkjet. It had that in Splatoon 2, and I really liked it. And Miss Stamp. Yes, you do. No, I don't. Miss Stamp is just... It's just great. I just think that'd be fun on it. I like Stamp on this thing. Like, I don't know why, I just really like Stamp on this thing. And Mist, I think, would be funny. Mist on Splatlings is great. Open MS. Shut the fuck... Oh my god. Alright, Heavy Edit. I'm gonna be honest, this is the Splatling I know the least about, because it was new to this game. Does this even have the... No, it does not. So yeah, Ballpoint and Nautilus are the only ones that can recharge their charge mid-charge. But Heavy is like... Their Heavy edit is just like... It's not really an anchor. It's complicated. It's very, very complicated. But, you know, it's very, very high mobility. It's very, very... Very skirmish. Very, I go with my Slayer weapon and I help them. It's very that. We're going to be giving it the 2 kits that it has from this game. Again, I think they're very, very good kits for him. Dapples, we're going to finally give it a special. Swirlpool and Torp would be very, very fun. The belt fed design, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. But yeah, Swirlpool on any dually is going to be great, especially Dapples. And then Torp, self-explanatory. Burst, self-explanatory. Whale, I just think that this could be, this one is just like the kill machine. I kill people. That's what this weapon does. It kills people. We're kind of giving it the kits from Splatoon 3. If Splatoon 3 was based. That one is a kit from Splatoon 3. This one is not. Because for some reason they gave it triple splashdown and I hate it. But Curling Jet was in Splatoon 2 and it was beautiful there. Everyone loved it. And then they gave it triple splashdown for some reason. No one hated it. Luga's Fizzy Bubble Blower, just an all-around solid one. You know, Fizzy is good into Bubble. Gluga is good into Bubble. I just think it could be very fun, that one, and then the other one. So that's Splatoon 3 kit, that already works very well. Again, more Splatoon 3 kits that already work very well. These are very, very simple. I like these a lot. Beacon Chunk on Dually Squelchers is very fun to me. Tetra's Auto Bomb Zip. Please, this is one of the weapons that you either have to pick between a sub or a special, because there are a lot of those, Splatoon 2 and 3. Because Tetras in this game have Auto Bomb and Reef Slider, which is the sub, and Sprinkler Zipcaster, which is the special. So we're just gonna say, fuck you, it gets both. It gets the Auto Bomb and the Zipcaster. And then Mist Kraken, I don't know what else to say. I think that one is just peak. I think that one's funny as hell. And a Segmented Ring Burst Splat would be cool. Yeah. And then Dowsers, I like Burst on it. Whale just makes this the killing machine. Sensor's honestly not horrible on it, and Vac exists. I don't know what I was thinking with that kit. I'm gonna be honest, that one's not great. My throat is starting to really feel it. Splatbrella. Sprinkler's good on it, and I like Zip. Zip, in theory, for that is really fun. And then Autobomb, proven to be good on it. Quad Launcher, I think, would be really funny. Because, you know, it has pretty good burst combos, curling for mobility. And it would be able to use it really well, because you can throw Splat Bomb at your feet and then shield. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing you can do. The idols are the Joker, Asuka, and Gus Fring. No, I disagree with every single one of those. Tenebrella, again, we're giving it the Splatoon 3 kits. These are really good kits for it. I like it a lot. Undercover Brella, point sensor that might seem like a horrible one, but assists regenerate your shield fully. Point sensor is the assist machine, so that's what that's for. And then Swirlpool, that's pretty self-explanatory. Are there 4 idols because it's Splatoon 4? I think we go back to 2, I'm going to be honest. And then Torp, Bubbler, that's just the reference kit to Kundern, Splatoon 2. Worked really well. Recycle. Recycled Brella is... its whole thing is launching its shield, basically. So I want to give it 2 weapons that... or 2 kits that kind of spec into that. Fizzy and Quad Launcher is really good on it, because you can launch the shield, fucking, you know, throw a fizzy, whatever, activate your bullshit. It has good burst combos. It's good with Splat Bomb. It's good with Mist. It's pretty good. It's just pretty good. And Sensor is just a more like I want to know should I run in with my stamp? And you ask your fucking magic 8-ball. You know, you ask your magic 8-ball if you want to rush in with your stamp, and the answer is yes if you find someone, you know. And the reason I'm giving it stamp is because Brella with shield that launches having stamp, that sounds a little familiar to any Splatoon 2 player, and that's because there was one weapon kit. There's another Brella that already launches its shield. I mean, it's a heavyweight Brella, so you know it's not going to be able to. It's not exactly the same as Recycle. But for anybody that did not know, this might sound a little bit something like the camo tent in Splatoon 2. Because Tent's whole thing is launching its shield, right? And boom. So, you know, you launch your shield, blah blah blah. And now, look at this. You are now also protected from the back. So, you know, it's a helpful thing. And it's a lot more balanced on Recycle because its shield's a lot smaller. You really like Fizzy Quad. Fizzy Quad's it's just peak. I don't know what else to say, man. Fizzy Quad is just a good kit all around. Luna Blaster, I like its vanilla kit in Splatoon 3. And Fizzy Swirlpool, this is dream kit for me for Luna Blaster. I might main this on like TC. I just think Fizzy with Luna is already really good, and Swirlpool with it would be great. Blaster, Mist Bubbler is just very funny to me. Same with Sensor Bubbler. Those are both just very funny kits to me. Range, Burst Whale. I fucking love Burst Whale on this goddamn thing. And Splat Bomb Kraken is literally perfect for it. Grim Range from S1 and CRB from also S1. They're both peak. I don't know what else to say. Rapid. We got Mine and Booyah. This is just a solid area denial kit. Bad on retake though, but that's whatever. It's really good on not retake. And then Torp Jet, perfect for it. Nothing else to say. Mist Vac, very good for it. I love that kit so much. It's bad because Vac is bad, but I love it. And Wall Bubbler, which is this is the only supportive blaster that this series is seeing. It's a Splatoon 2 reference kit. Alright. Yeah, so this is the only supportive blaster that the series is seeing. Alright, S-Blast. Burst, Booyah, perfect for it. And Fizzy Zip. A blaster with Zip, I want so bad. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's that simple. I love Zip. I want it on a blaster very bad. This thing with Fizzy would be good. It's just fun. Splat Bomb Stamp, pretty simple. And then Ink Mine Boulder, kind of a Splatoon 2 reference kit, but also not really. It was Ink Mine and Baller, which in that game was stupid in Clan Blitz. So yeah, this is still very much a Clan Blitz weapon. Octobrush, Torp Zip. I love Torp Zip. Gotta say. And then Auto Kraken, also very fun. I just like it a lot. Paintbrush, Curling, really good for its mobility. It needs that. And then Whale, I just like Curling Whale. I like curling into Whale, you know? And then Splat Bomb Tactical, where I want a more supportive brush. Tri-Stringer, I love the Sprinkler Chump Kit. Mine would be helpful for getting rushed down, and Crab is just, I just like Crab on it. Reflux, curling quad launcher, that's pretty self-explanatory. And then Splat Bomb Swirlpool, also pretty self-explanatory. It's a short-range weapon. It's a weapon that has good combos with stuff. It's just, it'd be great. Wellstrain, one of the few weapons that's actually good with point sensor. Wavebreaker's really good on it. This could be the ultimate, just like, hey, fucking stop sharking, piece of shit. Kit. And then, I like Swirlpool on this, because you can throw, like, this is the only anchor I'm giving Swirlpool, because you can throw this down into mid or whatever. Like, okay, we're not bringing back Moray Towers, but, like, hypothetically, you're sitting on the thing in Moray Towers, you throw that down in mid, and now you have a Swirlpool, and you're launching 5 million different shits at them at the same time. You kind of get the vision. You get the vision. I love the Viper kit. Auto Swirlpool I also think would just be fun on this. I like both kits that Splatoon 3 has, and I really like the Mint kit, and point sensor would be half decent on this, especially in 2 Whale. Now, finally, we have one new main weapon. Each Splatoon sequel has given us 2, and I don't think they need to do that. There's already a lot. There are 11, actually. But I'm going to throw my hat in the ring and create 2 new weapon concepts, and by that I mean 1. I forgot to change the script. It's just 1. It's just 1. First is the sticky hand. It's mostly what you think it is, except it's just cool. Actually, it's cooler, though. So, you hold ZR, charge how, sticky hand. I wish I had one. I wish I had one so bad to demonstrate with, but it's whatever. You hold ZR, charge how far it goes. Once you release, you do like a, you sticky hand, Upon touching the ground or a wall, will create a explosion radius, and you pull the hand back. The farther you charge it, the more range it has, and the smaller the blast radius is, and the less damage it does. Up close, the blast is pretty big, like... It's like this-ish, like from this-ish range. You get it. You get the idea. 60 direct damage, 35 indirect. At max range, it does 40 direct and 20 indirect. The cool thing is that if you hit an opponent with it, you will be pulled slightly closer to them to help close the distance, which I just think is sick. Do damage on the way back. Yeah, probably. I don't know how much, though. Once the hand lands, doing nothing will return it to you. But if you hold ZR, you'll be, like, tethered to it, kinda. Moving towards it increases your speed. Moving away decreases your speed. Letting go picks up the hand again, and it gives you, your normal control back. Jumping and pressing ZR instead swings it to the right, as opposed to overhead. The reason it's right and not left is because every weapon in this game has right side peak advantage, and I want to maintain that. With this being fairly aggro, themed around speed and explosions, let's give it some aggro kits. I don't know, did I? I did. I really did. Okay. Kit 1, Mist and Swirlpool, which is exactly what I did. That's funny. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Just, Swirlpool restricts opponents' mobility, and the main weapon enhances your own. Toxic Mist also fucks up their mobility. The jump attack is really good at poking around the center as a shield, because the jump attack is the one where you swing right. And then Toxic Mist Swirlpool is just also really synergistic within itself. Pretty self-explanatory. And 2, Fizzy Zip, which I was so close. I was so close. Fizzy Zip, that'd just be fun on it. Again, what can I say? I just think it'd be peak. There are a bunch of other concepts here. One without charge time, one where it's like a tape measure kind of deal. It's like you sling it forward kind of. One where you straight up actually just slingshot it. To be completely honest, I don't want to conceptualize these, as this has already been so long. Oh my god. So I'm just throwing these out there so that you can kind of get the idea. And that is the last slide. Pretend that is Tipcaster. I don't know why it's not. I'm stupid. Yes, the temp name I have for it is Splatoon. Oh, and we're finally done. That's the main overhaul. That's the main thing. That is all the main changes I want to make. I think this would be finally the good middle ground between 1 and 3 that we need, because 3 is still a little too much like 2 for my liking. So I think, again, Splatoon 1 has a lot of tuning issues, so just make that without the tuning issues, and it's basically perfect. And I think this goes a long way into doing that. So, yeah, that's gonna be the stream. How long has that music been paused? I hope... Wait. No, it's not paused. Am I crazy? Yeah, I am crazy. I just can't see. I'm just blind. Never mind. Must have peak sound design. Dude, the sound design for that would go so crazy. Oh, well, we're finally done. We're finally done. That's gonna be it. That's it for the stream. I'm glad that nobody pointed out the thing. Nobody mentioned it. Oh my god. Well, now that we've made it, what thing? That thing. What I've now the thing could hang on ink lens. Oh, ink rails. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Okay, so that's gonna be in the stream because, oh my god. So, starting off the new year, we made a new game, kinda. Second, we are going to actually play some new games, you know? Instead of just Mario a lot. Open it. Shut the shut up. I had a similar open idea with Ink Inkers, but that looks awesome too. Oh, thank you. A lot of interesting potential. Also, welcome ButterGuy14 to the stream. I don't know. It seems like you've been lurking a while. What's your favorite? Frame 1 with the serious question. Frame one, every time. I swear to God. It's crazy how fast you do it. It is crazy how fast you do it, dude. 10 minutes ago. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, generally, I did a lot of just bunch of tweaks. That was a lot of special rebalancing. That was most of what this rework was. I think it was like 2.5 hours of the 4-hour stream. So a lot. You changed your hair changed while I was gone. Not from earlier in the stream, no. Of course not. Yeah, I have a bunch of shit. I mean, obviously, just like rewatch the VOD because, you know, put the slideshow in the description. I should. There also, hold on, there were a couple of tweaks I wanted to make to the. What was it? What was the? There was one last thing. There was one thing that I like changed during this. Yeah, 20. I wanted this to be 15. I think that's what it was. For sure seems interesting. Thank you. There's so much in these drastic changes. There's a lot. There's a lot. Weapon kit. Oh yeah, there were a couple of kits. The last one. Yeah, this last kit. Let me change this. There are probably some inaccuracies in this slideshow still, but whatever. Whatever. Cool. Alright, cool. Well, I think it's about time I end stream, because it's been 4 hours, my throat is killing me. I know it doesn't sound like it, because I'm really good at masking it, but oh my god, I am dying with every single word that I say. So I'm going to end stream, I'm going to go now, and I will see you all tomorrow with a game that I have never played before, Asterisk. It's new to the stream, I promise. It's not just like Mario or whatever again. I promise you, it's a game that, like, I have not You get it. You get it. All right. Good night, everybody. I will see everyone later. I have nothing left to say. Why do I outro my video by go? Why do I do that? I'm stalling.